Hello, I'm Chris Solo, and welcome to the Fable 42, where we build a community through friendship, gaming, and chaos, and weird audio or video Zoom things, doesn't matter. You're watching the Realms of Ukodor here at twitch.tv/Fabled42. You catch us live every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific. This is day one of Ukodor Con. We got a bunch of announcements, but I'm going to try to plow through them as quickly as possible without having a stroke. So everything that you see that is 3D printed on any of our streams is brought to you by Griffin Co. Everything that you see on the screen, we are Vorpal powered. Our video and audio displays, digital dice, Zoom features on the battle map are all brought to you by Vorpal board. Also, point of order, I got my Vorpal board kit today, and it's pretty dope. It is an awesome, really, really awesome box, but the special touch from Thad.
Nice.
Ooh,
That
nice
really
focus.
cool.
Oh, that was a beautiful rack focus.
Yeah,
right there.
it focused very nicely.
Also, Vorpal board does come with an arm, and this arm is really, really good. Like I have one that's almost like this, but it sucks, and this one is really good. So this is going to solve our battle camera issues. But lots of really exciting things to talk about. Make sure you enter cosplay in the chat to find. I will pick a winner here in a minute. So this is day one of Ukodor Con. We have a lot of really exciting things going on this weekend. I'm not going to go through all of them, but you can check the schedule in our Discord. In the Dorkies tab, it is pinned right there. And speaking of the Dorkies, I'm going to read our categories because our categories are live for the most part. So real quick, right on the top, it is, just kidding. There it is. Best Tear Jerk. Origins, when Rowan failed, when the resurrection failed with her, when the Soulmonger came out. Realm Season 1, Jadobi trying to resurrect the rest of the Lightbringers, but Denahi didn't make it. Adventures in Middle-earth, when Logan's first character, Imrahil, died and they did the funeral.
Chris, there are so many categories, you can't possibly read them all right now.
I can, and I will do it really quickly. Best Companion, that is for Realms here right now. Eskin, Hunkers, and Tyvar. Best Beard, Eric, Ronan, and Joey. Best New Show, Wizards of Ukodor, Cantor Chronicles, and Adventures in Middle-earth. Best Cosplay, Alicia as Pockets for the GaryCon game, Utahime as Keizana in Wizards, and GW as Jadobi in Realms. I'm watching them tick up as I'm reading them. It's hilarious. Best New Character, Lizzie as Nafako for Realms, Ronan as Thegan for Wizards, and Eddie as Art in Cantor Chronicles. Best Roleplay, GW as Jadobi for Realm Season 1, April as Kylian in Wizards, Eddie as Eclipse for Realm Season 2. Best PC NPC Voice, Eric as Chorus for Wizards. What? Chris Sizemore as Emma for Mythical Melee.
There you go.
And me for Janice as the NPC old lady they killed last episode for Realm Season 2.
And brought back.
But I'll never forget. Hi, Torque.
Oh my god. And we are visiting her this episode, probably.
I forgot all about Trixie. Torque, I love you. Best Fight, the Realm Season 1 Reha fight. The entire Dungeon of Madness, because it was all a crazy fight. And Mythical Melee. Best Shocking Moments, Denahi dying on Realm Season 1. The PvP at the end of Dungeons of Madness. Ted the Fighter Betrayal on Realm Season 1. Best Monologue, Eddie as Saiyan on Realm Season 1. Bo as Ted the Traitor on Realm Season 1. And GW as Jadobi on Realm Season 1. Best DM Breaker, GW as Jadobi with Bats on Realm Season 1. Lizzie as Cerise with her first kiss on Realms Season 1. And Solo as Baranor jumping in to fight a dead giant spider on Adventures in Middle-earth.
Oh my god.
Those are all of our crazy categories. We have a few more. So we have Best Pun and Funniest Clip. The Best Pun and Funniest Clip will be from this weekend. So if you catch a cool pun or anything else, just shoot me a message, I guess. That's the best thing to do it. You clip the clips and shoot them to me, and write the puns down and shoot those to me too, and I'll pick a winner in my flooded Discord emails.
Why don't you post them to the Twitch GIF and clips, and then people can just like, you know, upvote the ones that they like.
Okay, and then my management team will help facilitate that then.
I'm sure
We
I'll
got enough to do this weekend.
I'm sure I'll say something super embarrassing for Fabled Femmes.
Yes.
So
I still think Ukodorable should be in there, but that's just me. So, and the last but not least, all the contests. So we have the one contest, which is the Discord Top Dog, which I believe it's Ferrix, April, and Diane at the top 3. I think there's a close 4th, but we'll see what happens at the end of this weekend. And we have the 4 contests for how many minis does Solo have? So how many minis do I have on my back wall? How many minis do I have on in containers off camera? How many minis do I have that are unpainted? And how many minis do I have total? So the rules for this thing is you get to choose one guess for all 4 categories, 4 guesses total, and you have to private message me your guesses. Whoever gets closest wins. If you actually hit the nail on the head, you're going to get something crazy because that would be ridiculous. I was going to show it, but someone's going to go back and clip it and then freeze frame it. So it's on the back of this card. I have already written them because I spent an hour and a half today counting because I didn't have better things to do today.
That's a clue.
Does this include all of the unboxing items that you just did? All the unboxed mint?
Well, that's a good number to jump off from.
Yeah, just count those.
Yeah, revisit Instagram and watch the video and see how many are in there.
Numbers and jump off.
It's a lot more, guys. Here's a hint. I have more that are in containers than I have on my back wall. There's your hint.
I'm sure.
Sweet.
No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't.
That's more than me.
It's very close. It's very close. It's actually very close. All right. So last but not least, on Friday, I have Kickstarter launching. Cody, April's husband, is helping me with production. Ronan is helping me with write-ups and management. Eric did the VO for it. I'm very, very excited to share this. Dungeon trays. ABS plastic trays, super durable, super sturdy, that you can use to build your dungeon rooms on. Dungeons, caverns. This works for Doran Forge. This works for Warlock tiles. This works for 3D printed stuff. They stay in place. And guess what? No clips. No clips. No Band-Aids. No hurt fingers. But that's all I got, I think. Probably not. Oh, winner. See? I almost forgot.
Chicken dinner.
We don't
I'm in chat now. Congratulations. You have won the Between Show giveaway. Make sure to
that's a fantastic
send me a message in Discord, and you will get your winnings. Also, yes. So the mid-show giveaway today will be, you have to stick around for the whole show, and you will pick a winner after the mid-show break. Will be a Yeti. A Yeti is the first giveaway for today's show. But that's all I have to say. That's all I have to do. I'm very excited to get started with you. That rhymed. Let's get ready for the realms of Ukodor.
Ukodor?
My beard is back.
Muster your courage, it must not abate. Allies are more than well, evil retreats. With fate in your hand, now the story's complete. Ukodor, world full of mystery to explore.
We're back.
We are.
Okay, and welcome back. So last we left, the party had been wrongly accused in the hall of Gwendolyn Godfrey. She is essentially the leader of all the free people of the Frigid Expanse. Coincidentally, the evening that they all arrived in Travak, 3 murders happened. Coincidence? Most of the people do not believe so. Nothing bad has happened by a malicious nature in over a year in this town. So, obviously, the guards were brought to your rooms, asked you all to remove your weapons, and escorted you to her hall. There, she questioned you under the Zone of Truth, which Nafako replied with her own Zone of Truth. Questions were answered, to the most part. Some information was given. An ultimatum: go to jail or help find the killer. Without much choice, the party did decide to try to help, and they had the full support of Ms. Godfrey. They followed the clues to the locations of the 3 murders. The first being at the warehouse, greenhouse warehouse, where they arrived and they found that there was some sort of fight and altercation. 2 bodies seemed to be almost exploded in midair, frozen. You see trickles of blood frozen, following other trickles of blood as sheets of ice pierce from the ground up into the sky. Continuing to investigate the space, Eclipse found that the door had been broken by some ice or magical means. The door beyond freezing. After careful investigation and things, they opened the door following some footsteps. The party decided to split in this moment. Tyriel, Eclipse, and Carrick followed the footsteps towards the town square, while Kiwin and Nafako started to kind of peruse the area to see if anyone was noticing them or any of the neighbors they could ask questions to. While the 3 did head towards the town square, Kiwin and Nafako noticed an old lady, who later they found was the name of Janice, who saw them looking at her, and slowly, in her mind fastly, was trying to get back into her home before they got there. They got there and they, stumbling over their words, being slightly awkward in their conversations, explaining that there was a murder across the street and people's bodies exploded and there was blood everywhere and all these things, gave poor Janice a heart attack and she died. Quickly,
She's only
immediately,
mostly dead.
only mostly dead. She said bits.
She did.
I think that's, I should have added that.
Yes.
I should have added that to the DM breaking things. When you said bits, I lost it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I mean,
So-
Diane absolutely broke through the. I watched those 10 minutes like 5 times now. It's so freaking good.
Amazing. Okay, so upon doing so, damn you, autofocus. Upon doing so, her heart stopped. She fell to the ground. Quickly, Nafako and Kiwin caught her, brought her back. Luckily for them, that she didn't remember all of the things, and they went inside and they offered her tea. Kiwin made sure she turned the stove off and didn't set the house on fire.
Of course.
Janice was warm and kind and asking random questions and offered for them to come by anytime. And while this was happening, Kyriel, Eclipse, and Carrick found their way to the blacksmith, which was still open for business. Following the instructions of the smith to the back area where the apprentice was hanging out. The apprentice was the one who was actually murdered. It was a converted storeroom into a living area, so that the apprentice could, control the bellows and keep the forges going. Later, they find out that Rosarium, which is the kind of the ore that merged with the Rosari crystal, so this magical ore, takes a really long time to heat down and melt in, so you can actually make something of it. So that was his job. It didn't look like there was any fuss. It didn't look like there was any break-in. He just was killed where he stood. Walking back out to the town square, Nafako and Kiwin ended up bumping into them. They reconvened and went north towards the, I forgot the word again. wood
A lumber mill?
lumber mill. There we go. They went north towards the lumber mill where the Goliath was killed. They spoke to the two guards outside for just a moment, and they began to peer inside. A couple of them through the front door and a couple through the back door. Once they entered the residence, they saw another Goliath, whom no one had noticed, was also murdered. Same thing, pierced heart with some sort of ice dagger. Investigating this space, they came to the conclusion that these Goliaths were murdered last night, sometime as they were cooking dinner before they called it for the night. However, during that investigation, the Goliath's eyes rolled back. He stood up, and a fight ensued. The party reacted and killed the creature. Contemplating what to do next, they took the body, threw him on a cart, and started carting him towards the keep as evidence and proof of another victim. And the fact that it reanimated and came to life and tried to kill them. But halfway down the road on the way to the keep, they realized and it dawned on them that there were 3 other corpses with daggers in their hearts that might come back to life. They sped up, ran across, burst through the doors, went down the hallway, heard a fight, and charged into the room. Lady Godfrey was in combat with one of them, while the other 2 were on the ground still motionless. The party started to help as those 2 did pop back up. In the middle of the fight, however, you see that Gwendolyn Godfrey, her body started to freeze. It started to petrify with ice from her feet all the way to her hips and kept going to her chest and her shoulders after eventually pausing right there. Kiwin was hit with some flying frozen dagger from a direction unknown, also started to freeze. Later revealing that there was a hidden killer in the room wielding iced daggers. The party was able to kill the other undead creatures and eventually defeat the murderer with the cold hard killer. However, Kiwin failed her last save and her entire body was engulfed with ice, petrified. Only a few moments left of breath. Eclipse, remembering a bottle of oil that he had received that coincidentally helps with the petrified condition that the DM completely forgot that he gave him, and was very grateful that he remembered. Poured the oil over Kiwin, removing the petrification, gasping for air, looking around. That's where we pick up. What do you guys want to do?
I hugged Eclipse.
And you hugged the Eclipse.
And then the Eclipse had its own petrified effect.
Indeed.
I believe that's what he said.
On that note, did Gwendolyn successfully get unpetrified, or is she still petrified?
She succeeded on her last save, so it started to subside. Yeah.
Okay.
Well played.
Kiwin, are you okay?
I don't feel so well. I'm very cold, and she's did we kill everything?
You're safe now.
It would seem so. And Eclipse will remove the wool cloak that he got from the shop earlier and give it to Gwendolyn while she warms up. Kiwin while she warms up.
Well, thank you, Eclipse. I don't know what I'd do without you right now.
Yeah, fortunately this one acquires things on the occasion.
Naviko reaches over and puts a hand on your shoulder, says, I hope you feel better, and she lays on hands for 15 points of healing.
Thank you.
And Lady Gwendolyn, are you okay? What happened before we got here? Lady Gwendolyn?
Yes. Yes.
And are you okay? What happened before we got here?
I was sorry, I'm a little foggy. It's very cold in here. I was just at my desk going through some notes, and I heard a weird noise. I turned around and one of those creatures was standing up behind me.
I tried to warn you.
You did?
Yeah, I sent you a message. You responded.
Oh, yes. Kiwin, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry, I guess I misunderstood.
That's all right. I'm still getting used to talking long distance. It's very strange.
Also understandable for strange messages in our heads to be confusing.
Well, I mean, I'm familiar with the spell. I just couldn't place the voice in my head. It does make sense more now.
So, what is that? And she points at the creature that they killed in the middle of the room.
The one with the knives?
That's a good question.
The one that was cursing us.
It almost took out you, and it also took out one of our friends.
I've never seen him before.
Start nudging it with my foot.
Could you describe it, Zolo?
I sure can. I sure can. Let's hopefully I still have the tab open. I do. Yes. So he is wearing a bluish vest. He has what looks to be like a white collared shirt underneath of the vest. Sleeves are rolled up to his elbows. Collar is kind of high and popped. He has black and white hair kind of pulled back into a ponytail, clean shaven. Looks to be human or possibly half elf. It's hard to tell. His ears do look like they do point a little bit, but not too much to notice the difference. So he could definitely blend in as a human easily. He's got a couple satchels on his waist, and you do see what looks to be like those that what used to be the frozen daggers were kind of on like the bandolier on his chest, but they have all now since melted away.
Can I investigate his body?
Sure.
Just to like
Roll
search.
investigation. Yeah.
No fur, no scales. Strange creature.
And is he cold? Like when I touch him?
He is very cold to the touch, and his skin is pale, not quite like drow pale, but more like cold pale. His eyes are like the actual colors in his eyes are kind of like a dark brown or a black, but the actual white parts of his eyes are very faint blue. He just looks really cold.
12.
12. You look through his pockets.
Pockets is?
His
What's in
pockets and
pockets?
things. You see, you find 23 gold pieces. You find a small piece of parchment, and that's it.
Can I read what's on the parchment?
You pull out the parchment. It is folded twice, so like in a quarter. You open it up, and there's nothing written on either side of the parchment. 2 luck and inspo to Nafiko and Kyriel, 4 luck and inspo to Kyriel, and 2 luck and inspo to Eclipse.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I feel like there's more, and I'll let you know in a sec.
Oh goodness. Okay.
Yeah, so luck to me, inspo to Carrick.
Who did that?
3 luck to me and inspo to me.
Was it
Oh
Campbell?
my god.
Guys!
No.
Is it Ferrix?
Luck to Eclipse, inspo to Kiwin.
Thank you.
3 luck inspo to Carrick. I think I already got that one. Luck to Eclipse, inspo to Kiwin. Luck and inspo to Kyriel. Jesus.
Thank you.
Like an inspo all around. Thanks, everyone.
Love.
Luck and inspo to Kiwin. I think I got them all. Chills, let me know if I got them all. I think so. All right.
What did the magician find?
It seems like there's a little pouch of gold here, but there's also this piece of paper, but there's nothing written on it. Nothing that I can see anyway.
Maybe you need someone who can see magic or secrets.
Yeah.
Can't imagine he's just got blank parchment rolled up in his pocket.
No.
Question, Solo. Is this in this world, is it either a common or uncommon practice for messages to be written in unconventional ways, such as like invisible ink?
Invisible reappearing ink. Roll a history check for me. I love Roger Rabbit.
We'll try luck on that, but that was a nat one. There we go, that's a little better. Oh, history you said?
Mm-hmm.
17.
17. There are several different methods. Some magic users do use things.
But no, like non-magic means?
Well, so non-magic means there are not really. Like non-magic means there would be like ciphers and things and codes with written things, or sometimes would be drawings. So like it might just be a drawing of a tree, but the way that a branch goes, like there's hidden messages inside of actual things, but nothing non-magical like disappearing ink. With a 17, the only thing that comes to mind are moon runes.
Moon
Script
runes?
that shows up. Yeah, script that shows up when it's under the moonlight. Date check.
We're still
20
on. We're still
23rd?
on the 20. The 23rd. Yeah.
Okay.
If not magics, perhaps hidden messages by other means.
I agree. I've done something similar before with my friend. I used to pass notes with her in secret, using a type of spell.
Luck and
I'm not
inspo
sure
to
that I-
Nafako, Carrick, and Kiwin. Another luck and inspo to Nafako.
Thank you.
I'm just not sure that I can reverse. I'm not sure that right now that I could figure out something like this if there was something on here.
No.
But maybe someone around town can.
Possibly. This one also knows of certain methods that allow messages to be seen under certain lights, but would not be possible at this time.
Well, that one lady at the arcane magic shop, she might be able to give us something or help us.
Miss Godfrey, do you know? I mean, you used Zone of Truth, so you know some magic. I don't know if you know anything about reading secret
do a,
messages.
Insight check.
Sure, let's use the first luck of the night. Why not?
There you go.
Try.
2 sevens, double sevens. In other games, that might be lucky. Okay, it's and I can use an inspo too. So that was a 1. All right, so that's an 11 total.
11 total.
My passive insight 17
It's 17.
is 17.
So she responds to Nafako. No, I don't believe I do. Kiwin.
Don't believe her.
No.
She's totally lying.
I haven't let go of the paper.
Miss Godfrey, excuse me for interrupting your little conversation. You use the one spell though. You don't use any other magics. And you said you heard about Speak with Dead, so I'd assume you knew some things.
Can everybody make a wisdom saving throw?
Oh my gosh.
Is Honkers out right now?
No.
She wasn't. No,
Yeah, I don't recall them being.
we didn't have any of them out. No.
That's a 7
Dirty
for me.
20.
It's a
30.
7 for me.
Oh.
Wisdom, you said?
I could use luck, but
Yes.
let's not burn it all now.
Wisdom
I'll-
save or
How's a
Save,
19?
Fails.
19 fails?
Does a dirty 20 fail?
Mhm.
Damn it, I should have used inspo.
I should have used inspo too. Crimey.
Nafako, Kyriel.
7. There's no coming back from that.
15.
15. Okay.
Oh
Carrot?
god. Am I about to
What am I rolling
die?
again? Sorry.
Wisdom save.
A wisdom save. I rolled a. Oh fuck you! Really? 16.
16. So that does fail. So as you do this, interesting point of order. The entire room explodes with this energy. You feel a little tight everything gets a little darker, but not too dark. It just like you feel like there's some sort of arcane cage that you are in. Interestingly enough, Eskin, Tyvar, and Honkers, Elskan, Tyvar, and Honkers all pop out of their places and land in the space. Honkers looks around. Oh, Tyvar is like, what's going on? Because they were like immediately ripped out of where they are. You look at her, and her hair. She still looks the same, but you see a little difference now. You see some blue like veins in her eyes, and her eyes are like bright, vibrant, like blue and purple.
What is this?
What information you get in this moment will not leave this bubble. Do we have an accord?
I saved you. You were freezing solid.
I do appreciate that. But I have greater things to protect. Do we have an accord?
Telling no one anything.
I will know
what?
if you do.
We have an accord.
There is no quarrel here, but this is unnecessary.
Just don't hurt my bird.
I will not hurt any of
I'm
you.
gonna bring Elfgon close to me, just like holding him.
So what is everybody doing real quick? Also,
I'm just
Lizzie, check Discord.
Eclipse is staring daggers at Gwendolyn and scratching whatever he can to try to get out of this cage.
Sure.
just holding on to Elfgon like you would your child in a scary moment.
I am much older than you all think.
Well, you look really good.
I appreciate it. Coincidentally, I am aware of the book that you wield, Kyriel. I have seen Tyvar before, many, many years ago.
Does Tyvar reckon? Tyvar, do you know her?
Her likeness looks familiar, but I'm not sure. My memory is very, very fuzzy. Well, let me enlighten you. I was a student in the Venrium College for Wizards in the First Age. And I died.
Oh, it's the college. Sorry.
I attempted leaving the college my senior year when I found out there was some great corruption going on. And I wasn't leaving by choice. I was forced out. And upon resisting, I was slain.
Why?
And I've been hiding here. What?
Why do they tell us this now?
Why would they kill somebody for leaving a school? That sounds horrible.
I've heard about
Yeah.
that place. Pretty dark.
The only other person who knows of my existence right now is Jalel.
Oh, we
She
met
brought
her.
me back. She saved my life,
And
and we
that's
fled here.
here. She
I
seemed
tell
very-
you, sorry. I tell you, because you see through some of my weaknesses. I know exactly who this man is. He tried to kill me 3,000 years ago.
Who is he?
What?
This one, the one dead on the floor. He tried to kill you?
3,000?
That's a long time.
It is a long time. The school was in disarray. One of the main headmasters had turned against his people. This assassin was one of his creations, alongside with one of the other professors in the school. I tried to bring it up, but to no avail. I lost my companion and my life.
Where's your companion now?
I have no idea.
This is a wonderful story, but why the prison?
It is not a prison. You are free to leave at any moment. This is a bubble of isolation. No sounds, no magics, no scry, no sending, no special spells or any sort of other creatures. I do not choose to be in this bubble or allowed to enter here. Which means this information I am speaking to you is free of any prying eyes or ears. Any invisible creatures, insects, or other things trying to spy on me. But the fact that he found me here is troubling.
Which house?
Excuse me?
You said you went to the school. Which house?
It was House Frostguard.
I don't know what that means.
The Dragonborn knows of this school.
I've heard a little something.
So you do know magic then, if you went to the college for such a long time.
I do. I never graduated, and I never finished the final test. But yes, I did.
So, do you think you might know a spell that could tell us what's on this paper?
Maybe it'll give insight into how this thing found you.
Yes.
Unfortunately,
help.
I don't have the abilities to read or understand moon runes. I believe your furry friend over here isolated that very well. Very astute of him. It's only
Haven't
be
seen it
able to be.
often, but few times.
But unfortunately, the full moon was last week. I do know you can only read it under a full moon, but a certain person has to be able to understand it. You can't cast Caprian languages or anything like that to read it.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, I'm not aware of any. Jalel might be able to, but I might be able to direct you, but I unfortunately do not know anyone who understands that text.
So, to reiterate, they are 3,000 years old, they are dead, and they now run a town.
Yes, I am a little over 3,000 years old. I am not dead, and I run 10 towns.
How does one live this long, and how... They said they were dead. What? This makes no sense.
I did die, but I also said Jalel brought me back. Wizards in Ukodor are immortal. And she looks at Kyriel, who may or may not be aware of this. The only way for a wizard to be removed from this world is to be slain.
This one thought the only way to bring ones back from the dead were these wicked magics, these necromancers.
No.
I
Here,
can bring
Eclipse.
someone back. Eventually,
Yes.
I think.
Kiwin here is an astute cleric. Nafka a paladin. There are certain wizards that possess divination magics, all with abilities to revivify, resurrect, or reincarnate creatures, with the right amount of components and such.
Well, I don't think I could bring anybody back. I don't think I could. There's a lot I don't know.
How is
We're all
this
very young.
possible?
You have no idea. Unless you do.
Forgive me for asking, but is Gwendolyn your real name? Or
Yes,
are you...
it is.
Oh. Well, perhaps with your prestige and you running 10 towns, I mean, it wouldn't be hard to find somebody of your stature.
Well,
It's true.
we did play it off that Gwendolyn Godfrey, first of her name, did die, but left a child. And another child, and another child. I am Gwendolyn Godfrey the fifth. Maybe more. That's fine.
Is she an elf?
Names.
Yeah, she's an elf.
Plausible.
So, not the original then.
I mean, I am, but I was pretending to be my great-great-great-great-granddaughter. Which this person would not, no affiliation to assassinate me in any way, shape, or form. But the fact that he's here and attempted, that tells me otherwise.
Do you think the artificer could be related to other people in the college? I mean, you said that this artificer was doing bad things in the region.
I do believe the artificer is connected in some way. I am not sure. But
Who
he was
tried
not
to
the
kill
one.
you?
Yes, he was not the one I had a quarrel with. My quarrel was with Voltak. My
Oh.
quarrel was with Ubrax. The quarrel was not with the artificer.
Well, actually, I suppose given everything you said, the artificer is probably working for Voltok because... Or is he? No, is Voltok connected to the White Cloaks? It's all models. Maybe he wasn't.
There have been rumorings that Voltak has been associated with the White Cloaks because the White Cloaks worship Mardek.
Right.
And Mardek is an ancient brass dragon, a former headmaster or a former professor at the school. Ubrax is Mardek's very demented and corrupted father. Those two did not get along. Voltak was an alumni of the school. Was allowed to graduate by no understanding why.
Why wouldn't he have been?
I never trusted him.
So? I mean, that's a sort of non-specific reason.
Well, my understanding of the school is they were trying to push through wizards that would do better for the world. Mardek had his own agenda. We understand that. But he still had the same or similar ideals as everyone else. Volrak didn't have the same ideals. Ubrax didn't have the same ideals. When I tried to bring this up, I was removed.
So... I mean, not to drop the subject, but does this mean that you could read this parchment? Going back to the original question.
I had already said no, but Jalel might be able to direct you towards someone that can.
It's not the right time of the month.
Yeah, you have 3 weeks yet.
3 weeks.
Maybe it's a bloody paper. I don't know.
Oh my
I saw Diane breaking, and I knew that she got it, and I was like, I'm just gonna.
That escalated quickly.
I mean, I thought it, but I wasn't.
I was trying to just keep my mouth shut.
I think so many things.
That's going in the clip.
Family in town. Hey, Auntie Flo.
I mean, I've heard it's that, that time of the moon, but wow, okay.
There we go. Sorry about that.
Mhm.
Anyway,
All
okay.
On
Back on
that
track,
note,
back on
luck,
track.
luck and inspo to Carrick.
Nice.
I was half expecting Kyrie Hill there because that was brilliant.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, well played, well played.
But this brings up a greater question. We are in constant conflict with Pyriel and her bloody curse. 3 years of winter. Oh my god.
Damn it! I
like,
tried so
what
hard. I
happened?
tried
Oh.
so hard.
I know.
I
just
saw your face and
April
I lost it,
laughing,
yeah.
and then I couldn't.
I saw the
stop.
crack. It was happening. And I was like, nope, nope, this is happening.
Yes. Sorry. Tell us more about
Yes.
this bloody
Yes. Yeah, the bloody curse.
sacrifice.
Yeah, bloody curse.
Get
Tell
all
us
those giggles
more.
out. All right.
Yep, might as well.
Amazing. But
Oh, man. Okay.
I don't know how this is connected. I mean, I haven't seen or heard of Voltok in 3,000 years. My only immediate issues are the Artificer and this fool, but you've already taken him out.
Well, we met a necromancer who said that Voltok. Well, he was sort of threatening us with Voltok. I forget exact words, but definitely like Voltok is the greatest, and he will totally crush you with his might through me. But then he, didn't. But
And where was this?
this was in Hylac,
Hylac.
which is where we're from. Well, we accidentally wandered through a portal. Do you know Hylac? It was near Silver Lake.
I'm
don't know if that means
familiar
that.
with Hylac, yes. I haven't left here since I got here.
Had a
Interesting.
long time to learn about the world. And there's a big
Well-
white cloak problem in Hylac right now too.
So, what is it you want?
I don't know what I want. Again, my only concern was this killer, and you have brought him to justice. Relieved me of an old wound. But this hasn't been a very friendly greeting to you in our town. But I would like to start over.
In general, I think your town's really great. We met this lovely old lady. Do you know Janice, perhaps? She's really sweet.
She's very sweet.
Yes, she's lovely.
She was telling us about these fascinating stories that she reads called Murder She Writes on Parchment.
Oh, her stories, yes.
Yes.
She tells everyone about her stories.
Sounds like fan
Oh.
fiction.
Thought we were a little special.
Well, it was still a very nice conversation.
We had a lovely cup of tea with her, though. I
Mhm.
quite like her.
Yes, she's a very nice citizen in our home that we attempt to protect as much as we can. And she releases the dome. I would like to start over. We met under dire circumstances. I apologize for the accusations. I do have to do my part. The Zone of Truth cleared that up quickly. You all worked very quickly to take care of this issue. Perhaps while you stick around, you could help our town and other towns with other issues that they have, while we all collectively try to find out how to remove this curse.
I think that might be the only way we're able to leave this place.
It's the only safe way, yes. Because you can go by foot through the frigid expanse,
Pretty sure
through
my
the crystal
brother
tundra.
is. Pretty sure my brother is stuck somewhere around here, so I gotta find him too. So I'll be here until I can find him.
Are they
I
suggesting
apologize.
there's a way to return other than by foot?
Well, leaving by magical means is out of the question. The magical barrier that they have put in is restricting any of that, any planar travel or teleportation. You could go by foot, which is an impossible trek, tens of thousands of miles through the frigid expanse, crystal tundra, past the old school into the land of Bukri, which is full of giant monstrosities and monsters, no longer civilized. You could try to venture through the ice shadow sea, which is through the maw of this bay, but that is a very long trek as well, and most of the water is frozen. Um, and then there's the issue with the creatures that swim in the ocean. If you could even get through the water, those creatures would probably bring you down as well.
So
Again,
we
everything
are
is
stuck here.
Yes, unfortunately for you, but perhaps fortunately for us, like Kiwin had mentioned, her brother may be here somewhere, and I will do everything in my power to help locate him and assist in any way, shape, or form. But I am at your disposal. You have my coins. You are free to use those in any of the towns that you go to. I am essentially the warden of these towns. I protect them. I help facilitate food and trade and everything else. But I will be at your disposal. But if I do need a favor, am I able to call on you?
Anytime.
Especially if you don't force cage us or put us in this cage anymore.
Yes.
This was to protect information, but I do understand that that is a little uncomfortable for some.
If the lot of us are going to be remaining here for an extended duration, perhaps an arrangement could be made to facilitate our services and allow us comfortable lodgings.
We already paid for a month.
Yes, however, resources are expensive.
They are.
I mean, I got
No.
plenty of gold if you need it, Eclipse. It's really not.
He's like, shh. Well, we have two options. You could stay in the Frosty Tankard Inn. I could clear your tab, and food and drink and lodging will be free on the house until you decide to leave. We do have extra housing within the city walls. If you would like to live in a home, if you do that, I would suggest that you find some able bodies to help keep an eye on it while you are away.
We're fine where we are.
Yes, the tavern will suffice, but
And as was
perhaps-
mentioned, we did pay up for the month.
Yes,
No,
although
I can easily reimburse you for that. So,
that is a
real
generous
quick,
offer.
The gold. A gold for the month.
Beholden
However-
to no one.
This one was more referring along the lines of equipment.
did you have something in mind?
Depends on the job.
That's fair. My tabs are not working.
I
One
mean-
moment, please.
You kind of saw what that frozen guy did to our friend here. I mean, her health.
Yes.
She almost died.
Yes, and had this
Oh.
one
Yeah,
not
I'm still not
scavenged
feeling
earlier, possibly
Uh,
could have.
Well,
I'm
I
gonna
understand.
leave it off.
I do.
So maybe help in the in a way of healing or something like that, or
Well, I don't want to affect the e-commerce of all of our shops. What I can offer you is free lodging and stay in any of the towns. I will be sure to communicate that. All you have to do is show the coins when you arrive there. Um, each shop is not bound to give you any sort of discount with the show of a coin, but they could. What I can offer you is coin. Coin for you to use at your disposal. See, the goal here is not to affect the economy here. The goal is to assist you by other means. We do have an armory, treasury, that we are able to help with things. Some people owe us favors, and some people are looking for favors themselves. So a resourceful group like yourselves could venture to other shops and things with an eye on some sort of item and see if that shop owner is needing help with something. We do offer trade here because coin isn't as frequent as other things, and because everyone is in this survival mode that it is yes, it is
I noticed
hard.
I noticed there weren't any seeds in the peppers when we had a meal at the tavern earlier.
Yes. All fruits and vegetables, when they are served, they are not served whole. They are cut up, the seeds are pulled from the fruit and stored for harvesting and planting and gardening in the future. You can, if you have an interest, you can't do it in the inn, but if you end up having a home and you wanted to try to grow something in your home, you could go to one of the general stores and purchase seeds and have your own garden. We do have some arcane radiant lamps that will help with the growing of these.
Does anyone put those lamps in their rooms just to have like a sunlight situation?
We all were
Maybe
affected
that-
by the lack of sun at first as well, Kiwin, but I don't see why not. It is the closest we can get to a reflection of the sun so that people can still have some sort of resemblance of reality.
If there is coin to be had to supply the necessary resources for our services, this one does not speak for all here, but would suggest that likely our services would be available.
Well, that is good to hear. And she kind of reaches into the back, and you see this thing on her desk, and it looks like it's. How do I describe it? It looks like it's like almost like a wooden tray that kind of sits on top of her desk. She grabs the wooden tray with like her notes and papers on it, almost like a TV tray. We'll put it like that. She takes the tray and she sets it down, and underneath the tray, it looks like it's like a hole, like a dark hole. And she goes in there and she reaches her hand in, then reaches a little bit further, and then pulls out what looks to be a little small chest. And then she sets the chest on the counter, opens it up, and slides it towards all of you. 300 gold pieces was the bounty on this killer's head, and that is yours. With an additional 5 for your housing and food reimbursement, and an additional 50 for good faith.
Your patronage is much
How much?
appreciated.
355.
Okay.
71 if we're splitting.
Plus the 23. So if you do 355 plus 23 divided by 5.
I already got the 23, so
The 23 was not together. It was just the little coin pouch he had on him.
Got it. So you guys can sort out the coin stuff.
Yeah, it's like
So
25.
yeah. Well, there are plenty of things to find here in town. If you do feel brave enough to venture out, I would stock up on more cold weather gear, perhaps a map from the general store, and a few other items in case you get caught in a blizzard.
Is there a specific task that needs attention with more immediacy?
I mean, right now, no. I know there is what is his name? Glim over at the general store. I believe he was asking around for some help. I believe his job was a little bit further away, but you could try there. But I don't have anything right now. I have a few things stirring, but I do need to get more information before I send you or anyone else out on a quest of such difficulty.
By what means should we expect communication?
Well, much like Kiwin has cast sending or message on myself, I can do the same to her. If that is all right, darling.
Well, yeah, I've never had it done to me. I've always just done it to someone else. They responded, so I've heard it. But yeah, of course, you can talk to me whenever you want.
Eclipse presses a shutter.
Oh, you know what? Let me hold on one second. And she kind of thinks about something for a second, and then she sticks her hand into the table again. And then she pulls out like an old piece of parchment. Here, this will help. And she hands it to one of you. This is the map of all of the Frigid Expanse.
Oh, okay.
The distance between each town is roughly just under a day's travel if you take dog sleds. But during certain times of the year, dog sleds are not available, or certain locations they may not be available. If you go by foot, you must be prepared to camp in the wild, and you must be safe. So you should think about these things before traveling long distances anyway. The distance from here to Ukodor, for example, is by foot is about a day and a half. The distance to Krinius is about a day, just under a day by foot. And Andoria is about a day as well. If again, like you get dog sleds, it cuts your time in about half if there are no issues during that time. But you do have to keep your creatures alive. He's a little ornery, but you could, well, yes, I mean, I guess he would be able. Yeah, I mean, Hector at the blacksmith does own several axe beaks. They are a pain in the ass, but they will also get you there very quickly as well.
And what, may I ask, is that?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, do any of us know what that is?
So awesome. They're so cool.
It is a very large bird.
It's like an ostrich.
It's like an ostrich. Yes, it's like an ostrich had a baby with a Tarask. That is what these things are. They are vicious.
I'm still not sure what any of these things are.
I was just gonna say, does Eclipse know what a Tarask is?
Probably not. And I speak for that purpose of anything. It is it's an overlarge chicken, but on steroids. It stands about 10.5 feet tall. It could take 2, maybe 3 people, depending on your size. And it will travel faster than a dog sled. They are made for... Say again?
You probably were about to answer my question and I interrupted you.
No, you're fine. They do fare well in the cold. They do fare well against crag attacks or yeti attacks. Krek, on the other hand, just stay away from them. But they are quick. They are quick. The trick with them is obviously just getting them to do what you want them to do and not what they want to do.
So, ostrich, tauntaun.
I know. I was like, no tauntaun.
Chocobo.
I couldn't think of the word. This is awesome. Like, there's literally like 12 kobolds in here just like sleeping. That's all they're doing.
So what you're saying is it's a large, long-necked bird?
Mm-hmm.
With an axe beak.
It isn't related to a crane, is it?
There it is. I was waiting for it.
No, well, I guess from afar it would look like a very big crane. Never thought about it that way. Interesting.
Oh boy.
I love it. But
That was great.
I mean, if you all go and venture through the city or venture to other towns, perhaps find someone who might be able to read these runes and bring it back by the full moon here, and we will do it together. I would very much want to read and get that information firsthand, if that is okay. That should give me enough time to get some of my affairs in order, and might have something very big for you at that point.
How big?
Are you going to tell us more than that, or is this a secret
Like
that you don't want
physically
to tell
big
us?
or
It's
metaphorically big?
It is. It's big on a few fronts. I am trying to find out more about this artificer and find out what he is actually doing up there. The journey up there, however, in the mountain peaks east of Thendur, is very treacherous, and we are trying to find a way to his tower. There is another thing that is very far away on the north side of this island. I would not send someone new to this land that far until they have really got some weather underneath your legs. But from what you have told me about your brother, Kiwin, I will continue to reach out to my connections and see if we find anyone that fits his description. And any information we get, I will share with you.
I mean, I can show you exactly what he looks like if that would help.
Oh yes, your kind can do that, can they not? Please, by all means.
Well, sure. She's gonna change into her brother.
Okay. She looks over you really closely, and you watch like a purple flick in her eyes, like she's taking like a mental image of what you look like. I believe I am familiar with your brother now. Thank you.
Ow. Okay.
Oh. I've
Use
met
that.
someone that can do something similar.
Oh, have you now?
She was one of the baronesses back down south.
There's not many of us that can. Curious. What is her name?
She was actually she was a dragonborn, so yeah.
Oh, really?
Osakas.
In Ute?
Mm-hmm. And Lady Saka, yeah, that's right.
It does sound familiar.
But Lady Sakia was the one that she kind of reached in, and yeah, she was really nice. She had a beautiful city.
Ute, yes?
Yes.
It has been some time. Maybe one day I will leave this place and venture out when I am done with these duties here.
Oh, do you have contacts in Hylac?
Not anymore. I mean, I did, but not anymore.
We really should send word back to somebody, well, specifically Nyla, what happened.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe tomorrow when we've had some time to recover magic.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
well,
need
rough.
a good nap.
Yeah.
But yes, I do have some things I am working on for you all. I really think that you get accustomed to the weather and the environments and dangers between all the cities. I believe you will be ready, and I do not want to send you on a one-way trip. So let me do my due diligence with finding some more information, and I will let you know before the full moon, if possible. But if it comes to the full moon, then it comes to the full moon.
Okay.
We await
And
your
I would like-
response and appreciate your
Yes.
patronage.
You are most welcome. luck and inspo to Carrick. So please, and she kind of gives you like a curtsy. Please enjoy my city.
Ewan's gonna awkwardly do the same.
There you go.
Thank you again for your aid.
Yes.
You're most welcome. And as you guys walk away, she just like kicks the guy in the head. He looks
And
dead.
what did she call him again?
She didn't give him a name. His name is
Okay.
Kef, but she didn't give him a name.
As
I'll
they're
just give it to you.
as they're walking away, Eclipse is going to approach Kyriel. The magician has relations to royalty.
Oh no, I don't know anything about my family. Just when I was fleeing from the White Cloaks, I ran into a few of the leaders of the towns that I was passing through, trying to warn them about what was going on.
These white cloaks,
Mhm.
and they were attacking the Baroness.
Well, the first one, I didn't know they were sisters at first, but I believe it was. Who was she in Dalsa? So the first sister, I tried telling her that that the city had just gotten attacked, and she didn't want to believe me. And then, by the time she sent scouts out, it was too late, and the town was being attacked, and I had to flee. And then I got separated from my friend, but luckily she's okay. But I got on this ship, and it was a very long voyage, but I managed to make it all the way across to Ch8, and I met with this really nice dragonborn, and she was the leader of this beautiful city, and it was so nice, and it's the best experience that I had since coming to the mainland. And she kind of helped me get to Silver Lake. She gave me an escort there, but it was her sister that I had met before who didn't believe our warnings.
The magician is certainly more well-traveled than this one.
You wouldn't believe it, but these past few months, this is the most travel I've ever had. I had never, before this, had ever left my island. So.
I'm gonna put Elscon back in the necklace before we leave the building.
I'm actually gonna carry Tyvar on my shoulders.
Well, no one's gonna just randomly attack.
Yeah, that is very true.
I don't know.
Or
We have
run
a
away.
goose in our party.
Yeah. Likes to eat eyeballs.
Mm-hmm.
And
eyeballs are
shiny
delicious.
things.
Very dangerous. Crane.
Yeah.
Yes, the mini crane versus the 10-foot tall cranes that we may potentially ride at some point.
X-Wings are awesome.
Everything's a crane.
I mean, I asked if they were related to cranes. You know, just related. So, I think we should go back to the tavern and rest. Yeah?
Yes, some rest would be much appreciated.
I know
Perhaps-
sleep. Go ahead. No, you.
Perhaps after we reach out to this, what was their name? Glim?
Glim.
Glim.
What time of day is it?
I don't remember.
We had lunch. We went to the.
Lunch, yeah.
So it's probably
Like-
mid-afternoon.
Probably like, yeah.
Mid to late, probably.
Yeah. Depending on how long it takes us to walk around the city and.
Yeah, it would be afternoon. That sounds right.
Fight 2 sets of ice zombies in 2 different locations.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, the fights are very short
Yes.
in real time.
They're like less than a couple minutes.
Less than a minute. We didn't go 10 rounds in either of those.
That's true.
So anyway, so the tavern.
So it sounds like we're heading to
Yes.
the tavern.
All right.
Ale.
So Tyvar, it sounds like a lot of bad things were happening at that wizard's college. Do you remember stuff about that?
Unfortunately, it escapes me the longer that I've been away from it. There was a lot of corruption. You get that many wizards in a place, and they all have different ideals, and they all want to help the people, sure, but they never ask the question, should they? And that's being a companion. We are bound to our wizards and their ideals, to a point, anyway. Eldon was one of the few that really wanted to do things to help people, asking permission before just doing things. But a lot of other wizards there did not agree with that mentality. They viewed the common folk as beneath them, which is understandable because you're almost a god at that strength, and it's hard to navigate that.
Sounds like many of these purveyors of magic thought themselves better than everyone else.
Some, yes, unfortunately.
Well, I suppose it's all ancient history now, except for the fact that a number of names are still cropping up because they're all immortal. This is a lot to take in.
Yes, immortal and able to come back from the dead. This one has no experience with this.
Assassination attempts by the same person 3,000 years apart. Oh, sorry.
That's
Anyone can
vendetta.
come back from the dead.
I mean-
Since when?
I mean, I think that's been a thing for a really long time.
I mean, clearly it has because she said she died when she was at the college 3,000 years ago.
Yeah.
This is not something this one has ever experienced. As far as this one is known, what is dead is dead.
Yes.
Well, hopefully, if you ever die, you won't be dead for long.
I'll try my hardest to bring you back, Eclipse. Unless if you don't want to, of course, you can always decide not to.
Well, you would decide to come back, wouldn't you, Eclipse?
I mean, you wouldn't leave us.
This is a curious question to ask, something this one has never had to consider. This one can think of many that they wish had the opportunity to answer this question.
Nafiko puts a hand on your shoulder. Yeah. I hope we find her. And maybe...
As long as Nafako is by Eclipse's side, it will happen.
There must be a reason we met each other, right?
Too many coincidences for it to remain a coincidence.
Are we there yet?
Oh, look, it's the tavern.
Hey, look! Alcohol!
Hooray!
Out of my way!
Good timing too, because I found what I was looking for.
Oh, perfect.
So,
Great.
oh, damn that book! Damn that book to hell! Every time I do it, I get like yellow. All right.
Just tries to color rebalance the whole
Yeah,
picture.
the
It does,
blue
it's
of the
weird.
book rebalances your white balance and everything.
Well, it's a
It's
blue
great.
and then the glare. It doesn't
Mhm.
matter. So you get back to the tavern. The tavern is starting to pick up as it is getting closer to evening. Slowly pulling up that sound effects and such now. So you are in the tavern. What do you guys want to do?
Ale.
Eat and ale.
Hello, Cedric. How you doing?
Sorry, I was banning someone, but someone else got there first. Thank you, Chills. Say it again.
Cedric, you were banning someone?
Yeah, there's some asshole came in here and he started talking about followers and things, so we got rid of him. I got a bouncer. He's pretty cool.
Oh, and this bouncer's name is Chills?
He's pretty chill. Yeah, it's cold.
I wonder if they were.
Well,
As long
Were
as they're
they-
not wearing these cloaks of white.
Were they like a cult or talking
That's a great question. I didn't expect it to go past that, but yes, maybe they are a cult. They're
Or
a
is
cult
it
of
like-
people who have nothing better to do than bother kind people that are trying to have some fun. So they can go burn in a fiery pit of hell and die, and then be reborn and then die again.
Cedric,
Over and over and
I
over.
think you got some anger issues.
No, what are you talking about? I'm fine.
The power of improv, folks.
Well, Cedric, I would love to have. Can I have 4 cups of tea, and then I would like the largest platter of food that you could muster. I didn't
Yeah.
say whatever else my friends would like.
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, all right.
Thank you.
more the same.
And Mistress Godfrey already sent a message saying that everything is on the house. You're doing some cool things. That's cool.
Chill, even.
Oh,
It is. And as he does that, you look and he waves to this very tough looking Goliath male that he points to when he's talking to Chills, who is just standing at the front door, just like,
yes. I'm gonna wave.
Yep. Cody is an NPC now. By the way.
Mhm.
I'm gonna wave to Chills.
Goliath.
I'm gonna wave to Chills.
He just does the.
Little,
I don't know. That's what I got.
Little,
I'm putting
a
him
little-
on my NPC list.
Do you make warm chocolate, like in a drink?
Yeah, we could do that.
Can
And
I
could
have
I-
one of those too? That sounds very interesting.
What is chocolate?
Yes, what is this
don't know.
chocolate?
It was one of the imports that they would bring to the island. It's so good. You have to try it.
I think
Yeah,
my
you guys
mom
aren't gonna
told
take
me
advantage
that
of this
it
at all. And he's gonna turn and walk, and he's gonna go grab a whole bunch of stuff.
Give me some peppers too.
Do you put
Sure.
the peppers in the
I'm-
chocolate?
Yes.
When
It's
Cedric
sweet
brings,
and spicy.
when Cedric comes back, I want to give him some gold.
He comes back in a few minutes with platters and platters of food, lots of tea, ale, hot chocolates, and he kind of looks around for a second, and he slides over a full pepper to Kyriel.
I'm going
And
to
I'm
open
gonna
it.
slide him 2 gold. Not
And he's going to ignore it,
very often.
and he bows.
To
Please let me know if there's anything else that you need.
Cedric, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Do goblins not like gold? Because I feel like I've tried to give goblins gold before, and they've always rejected it. Is it an
Well-
offense to you to give you gold? I mean, just as a thank you.
I gave him
I
3 golds.
happily take gold. Don't get me wrong. But because you are guests of Lady Godfrey, I am not allowed to take gold from you while you stay here.
You most certainly
Okay.
are. This is just a thank you. You're doing so
And I appreciate
great
it.
things.
I think I have a solution. And Nabucco picks out and offers like 10 silver.
I enjoy you all very much. So
Brilliant.
much, in fact, I am going to lend one of my bodyguards to help keep an eye on your home upstairs when you are away. And he kind of signals to Chills Kylor is his name.
Chills Kylar.
Going on the list.
Chills
Um,
Kylar.
We have made a point. There are a few other rooms on the 4th floor. It was 4th, right? Can't remember.
Yes.
On the
Okay,
top
cool.
floor.
I was
We
like,
have-
is he hot? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I think this is a valid question.
I would say, yeah.
I don't know. With a name like Chills, I feel like he'd be rather cool.
He is very cool. He is an interesting character, but I will get to that in a second. So, the
As we go
top
completely
floor,
off the rails.
the top floor is yours. Even when you leave the city to go to other towns, it is still yours as long as you stay in the frigid expanse. There is only one way to get up there, and my man here will make sure that nobody else goes up there. And that's what he does. And he does it well. And at about the time Chills does walk up, he is a very large, probably 8-foot Goliath. Bald head, a little bit of scruff, depending on where you are in the world of Ukodor, as whether or not they're hairless or not hairless. He chooses to shave his head, so he does actually grow facial hair. So he has, similar to like my facial hair, probably just like a little bit of scruff. He does have one scar over his left eye, wearing a lot of furs and things, and he has, you can't even count. It's kind of like looking at my mini wall. You can't see how many weapons that he has all over his person, and he kind of just looks at all of you. Well, I guess I'm been charged to take care of all of you. It will be my honor to protect your honor. Yeah.
Well, hi, my name's Kiwin.
I'm Nafiko.
Nice to meet you.
This
Very
one
nice
goes. This one goes by Eclipse, and your services are appreciated.
Thank you. He looks at, he nods to Carrick, almost at Torque. He nods to Carrick, and looks at Kyriel, and he's like, our skin is almost the same color. He kind of gives you a little bow. Nice to meet you.
Ariel, give him a wink.
Sorry, Cody.
I'm not time. No, I'm just kidding.
So I will be staying at the first room when you walk up there, and I will make sure that nobody else enters the 4th floor without your permission. Please let me know if people are allowed to come up there with your permission. We'll say that once. Accidents have been known to have you had. I'm just trying to. All right, I'm going. Nice meeting you all. And then he starts to walk up the stairs.
Nice to meet you too.
Why not? Why not? Welcome, Chills.
I want to try and bring out Elskon, but I want him to be invisible and under the table. Okay.
I
And
never
I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna start handing down like food, tea to him.
So it's an interesting thing. So you bring him in, he's under the table, and you're kind of handing him things. And it's usually you have this huge platter, and you have all these drinks. Do a perception check for me.
I'm gonna add it in.
I can tell it's really good.
It's so good.
It's only like you have 12 luck points. I mean,
I only have 2 luck. I have a bunch of inspo though.
you guys hear that? She only has 2 luck.
Only.
Only.
That's a 7. I
7.
rolled a nat 1.
You're a little confused. You have this huge platter of food, and you're grabbing stuff and you're handing it down, and you come back and it feels like there's stuff missing. You know, that's weird. And you grab some stuff and you hand down, and everyone else, because you all see this, because she's very focused on what she's doing, that you see Elskon like reaching and grabbing things with one hand and then taking what she gives him with another. So he's like grabbing and bringing and then taking stuff.
Double fisting. Jinx.
Is he invisible or
He's invisible, but when you interact with things, you start to become visible. Like the companion invisibility is a mesh between regular and greater. So like you don't completely come out, but when you grab something, you kind of become visible for a second and then it disappears. So you all do see items kind of,
right
as she's like, here you go. Here you go.
I want food too.
Kiwin, I
It's
think
There's still
good.
some on the table.
Okay.
Elskon is able to help himself.
Hmm.
It's a good thing that we're not paying for food.
Hmm.
What?
It's
Oh,
okay,
no.
Elskon.
Free food? That's not how he talks. I don't even remember how he talks. He talked once. Doesn't matter.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
Eclipse
Figure it out.
Eclipse is going to cautiously pick up the mug of hot chocolate, this completely foreign
Right.
substance, and he is going to lap up a small taste of it.
And then
It
cop
is-
a hairball.
Probably the best tasting thing y'all have ever drank. Like, it
Mhm.
is an exceptional hot chocolate.
I never
Like,
wanna
Santa
drink-
would be envious right
Is
now.
that
of this
safe
hot
for a
chocolate.
tabaxi?
No idea, but he's going to be drinking it anyway because it's freaking delicious.
I never
Artabaxis
wanna
obligate
drink
carnivores.
When I cut open the pepper, does it have seeds?
It does.
I'm going to pocket them and then put half the pepper in my hot chocolate and drink
Okay.
it.
Go ahead and drink your Texas hot chocolate. It's
Does-
you have about 25 seeds.
Oh, sweet.
Does this taste good?
Do you want to try some?
This one is admittedly curious.
I will give him my other half of my pepper.
Okay.
Eclipse tries it with the pepper.
I have no idea what that tastes like, so sure.
Awesome.
I'm
I
going to
guess the
say
question is, does Eclipse like spicy food?
I'm
Right.
going to say that, you know, if we're going to dive deep into the whole cat thing, cats like really strong flavors. So I'm going to say that he probably likes it a lot.
That is very true.
This
Okay.
is amazing. Never had anything this good before. And he starts just like hungrily lapping it up.
Peppers make everything taste better.
I put salsa on everything.
It does tingle a
chocolate?
bit in a strange way. That's not bad, is it? It's not supposed. It's not bad if it. Okay.
It's good.
This is really, really good. We are talking about hot
I
chocolate.
imagine that by the time he's done, he's just got like this layer of foam all over his
Oh my god,
mouth.
it's
all
so
over the
cute.
place.
Oh, like licking your whiskers? Like,
Hmm Yeah, pretty much. Just
So as you all are sitting at the table and you know, eating all this really good food and really just taking a break and just doing all the things, Elskin slips away a few times, grabs some food off of other tables, and comes back.
I figured.
Yeah. But you know, it's an interesting, you know, thing. You guys are just there. Some of the townsfolk are kind of looking at you all. Every once in a while, some come up and say thank you. You know, just random people, just, you know, thanking you all for helping.
Janice?
And things are shifting a little bit where you're not getting like the nasty looks. You're getting like acceptance looks. People are like nervous maybe. But with that, we'll take our first break. So, in the words of Elskin, go ahead and type Yeti in the chat for your chance to win. This Yeti is crazy. So yeah, go ahead and enter your chance to win that Yeti.
Break
We'll be
time
back,
for the misfits.
and we'll be back in about 10 minutes from Ukodor. And welcome back. Congratulations, Taryn. You won yourself a Yeti.
Oh yeah!
Yeti.
That's
And those of you
Awesome.
who are curious about the other giveaways that we did during the unboxings, I still have them because we're going to do a lot more physical giveaways here during Ukodor Con. I have a list, so I'm just adding it to your box. So if you do win more stuff, we'll keep throwing it on there.
I want the owlbear.
Oh, I just realized I did. Did Rook win something else during the Instagram unboxing?
She won a
The
salamander, I
salamander.
believe.
Salamander.
Sully, can we get a clean take of you saying salamander?
Yes.
I do not just dance like a monkey. I dance like a salamander.
There it is.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We needed that.
We needed that for posterity's sake.
Some of us were on Instagram, and we really wanted to experience it.
Well, there was two. There was two. Too many unboxings with salamanders. It was ridiculous. All right.
We're going to
eating.
sleep.
We
Yeah,
had
you
some
wanna sleep?
amazing hot chocolate, and now it's time for bed. Because we're all sleepy from being
I am
beaten up and having hot chocolate.
Real tired, y'all.
Real.
It was quite an adventurous day. After quite an adventurous few days.
I have never been that close to death before.
Are you all right?
I guess I did go down that one time in that one dungeon
With the
with the
spiders?
necromancer.
Did
The
you?
Harbinger?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Everybody except me.
Yeah. But, I mean, being frozen alive, that is very unnerving.
It certainly must have been. It was scary to see it happen. I'm very glad you're okay.
All thanks to Eclipse.
Yes.
Well, this one has decided that maybe the lot of you are worth keeping around.
Aww. Malfica, like, ruffles your hair. We like you too.
But glad that the tall one is still with us. Does the
I'm like a half
Dragonborn
a
have
foot
something
taller.
to say?
I like it.
Oh, I think Carrick might be insecure because he is taller than Kiwin, that you refer to her as the tall one.
No, I did not say that out loud. I am not. I just thought it was funny.
The
I do
Dragonborn
have
does
a-
not need to speak words
Right, this
for
is
their
meta.
body
I
language to not
apologize.
give away their intentions.
Carrick, what is it? DIJAF, whatever.
Maybe he's referring to him as the
Yeah.
taller one. The tall one and the taller one.
Well, now we've got Chills, who is the tallest one.
Indeed.
Yes, this one is quite giant.
So anyway, sleeping? That's the plan?
Yes,
Indeed.
some rest is probably overdue.
Yep.
After almost being frozen and almost being torn to pieces, perhaps some sleep.
Kyriel, you don't have magic to do sending, do you?
I do.
If you don't mind, I know there's a lot of people we want to talk to, but I was thinking that if we could reach out to Nyla to let her know that we're here, and I know we don't have much communication, but just maybe she can, I don't know, let other people know, or at least know that we haven't abandoned her cause intentionally.
Oh, that's right. They were expecting us.
The question becomes, is informing them of our fate better or worse?
Well, I mean, I know they said that we can't teleport out of here, but I think it is important information that
They should, at least know.
White Cloaks have a portal to Frozen North. We're stuck here. Sorry. Can't.
Can't come help you.
Can't come out to play.
You understand the nature of this one's question now, perhaps.
But I do think it's better. Well, I guess I sort of hope that she'll pass the message back to my temple too.
It's true. Plus, it's you make a good point. If we inform them of the White Cloak's possible movement through this portal, may be useful information.
I know
Okay.
it's. Go ahead.
I could do that.
All right.
If you think that's best.
It would put my mind at ease to at least have that obligation taken care of and give what info we can.
Okay.
But I know there's a lot of people we want to talk to.
I will pass that information along.
Oh, you're gonna cast sending right now?
Yes.
Okay. And what do you say?
It's to Nyla. We. We went through a portal to the frozen north into rock. The white cloaks appear to be up here as well. Somewhat. We can't come back yet. Are you okay?
It stops at back.
25. Okay.
I
Sorry.
think I gave you a couple, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's hard to do it if I don't write it down first.
No, sure. No, it's hard to do it. Period. Count my words. What is this? Is it a high school essay?
While speaking them aloud and trying to think of what's next.
What are you doing way up there? That's strange. We made it to Nightcrest okay. Let me know if you find more information.
Okay, it seems like they made it to Nightcrest okay.
That's good to know. I'm glad they weren't attacked.
Yes, and she doesn't seem to understand how we got here, so... But she just wants us to keep her informed if we find out anything more.
Well, at least good to know that this communication works.
All right.
Is there...
Well, I'm ready to sleep.
Yes.
Okay. So you all venture up to your fourth floor. Chills. Kvek, which we did discuss off camera. Kvek is his first name. Chills is the nickname that he got. Something you didn't notice before, because it was all improv and spur of the moment, but I tweaked a couple things. You do notice he does look like Goliath. He is very tall, 8.5 feet tall. But you do notice that he has 2 tusks on his lower jaw, which is not characteristic of a Goliath. Good evening. I did just wake up for my duties down below, so I will stay awake through the night, make sure that you are not disturbed.
That's very kind of you.
Yes, thank you.
Appreciated.
Can we pay you for your service? Being our...
The Miss Godfrey will take care of me. You don't have to worry about that.
Okay. Okay, well, I guess we'll meet back out here for breakfast.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Good night, everyone.
Before everyone departs to their rooms, Eclipse checks in with Nafako once more. Will Nafako be okay?
Sorry, I just need to ask why Carrick's cackling.
Oh, I'm over at the bar. You guys are good.
Oh, you need to go up.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I heard him. He's cackling so loud, I heard him do 4 floors.
He's like, 3 drinks? I'm staying up all night.
So happy. That's great for him. Okay.
Carrick is getting no sleep.
I think I'll be okay. And you're right next door.
He's true.
And Tyvar will protect me. Yes, you will, won't you? You're very big and strong.
Yes.
Very, very brave boy.
Well, try to get some rest.
You too.
And off to his room.
Okay.
Yep, he will go to bed with Elsa.
Anyone doing anything before they go to sleep?
Just thinking about all the nuts things happening around me.
Okay. Thank you for the clarification.
The nuts
so-
Like
things.
almost dying.
Got it. Yeah, so you all do eventually find your beds and you go to sleep for a long rest. Carrick, you stay up for a while and kind of mingle with some of the villagers and things, and you kind of get to know a couple people, and it's feels good to not have to look over your shoulder all the time, but you do eventually make your way up there. Give a nod to Kvek, and find your way to your bed as well. You all can go ahead and give yourselves the effects of a long rest.
Yay.
I would like to try and get up earlier than everyone else.
Sure.
And I want to what do I want to do? I want to figure how do I want to do this? I want to how early is it?
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
How early like I don't want to get up too early, just like a little bit early.
6 or 7.
Okay. I want to cast sending to Knack.
Okay.
Good morning, Knack. I wanted to let you know that I won't be making it to Night Crest, but I just wanted to check in, see how you're doing. That's it.
Hey, Kiwin. We did make it to Nightcrest. I wasn't expecting you to come. No worries. But I hope that you are well. Take care.
So, beyond that anvil, I have another question. Is there a time zone difference?
No, actually.
It's just north because I did look at that. I did. Look
Okay,
at
all
that.
right, just
If there is-
checking.
Yeah, it's almost literally straight north. I mean, obviously there's some
Okay,
curvature, but
all
there,
right.
it is legitimately straight north.
Gotcha.
So it's about the same time in the morning.
It's just a totally different season.
Yes.
Okay, well I wasn't.
God, that went down the wrong way.
Oh no.
Oh,
Were we near the equator or were we like south of the equator?
You're south of the equator.
I wasn't planning on it, but I'm gonna cast sending again to Knack because Kiwin's like, no, getting the wrong idea, sir. I did intend to come. I quite liked you. I'd like to keep sending you messages if that's all right.
This is weird, but roll a persuasion check.
Oh my gosh.
Can you wink through sending?
With your voice.
I'm gonna use luck. Okay. 23.
Okay. Because my memory is so short, what did you just say?
Gosh.
I should have responded
Darn it.
first, but
Um,
you said you really wanted to come and you want to keep sending him messages. Got it. Okay.
and that I liked him. That was
okay.
it.
Well, that's good to hear. I guess I never expected you to actually come, or that you actually liked me, but I would really like if you did. Is that it?
Yeah, you're all over.
Yeah.
Okay. She understands. And she's gonna write in her journal until she hears people like stirring.
Sure. Yeah, an hour or so go by, and your friends start coming out into the common area. When you all do go to the common area, there is food and drink ready for you in that space. It has been brought to you by someone.
By
What do you
someone?
guys want to do?
Someone's just coming into our space?
Well, there's one person you could ask.
I assume Chills approved it. We trust him implicitly.
Apparently, I just met him yesterday. But that's how you guys work. You guys just meet each other. You're like best friends. So that's what it is.
Keelan for sure loves every single person as soon as she meets until shown otherwise.
Eclipse at least wants these people to not die.
There, progression, progress.
Baby steps, baby steps.
Yep.
While we're eating breakfast, I want to get Kyriel's attention. Kyriel, can I ask you a question in private?
Mhm.
Okay.
The private space.
I know that. Yeah, I know that you can cast Sending too. I mean, I can't cast Sending anymore today. I spoke with Knack, by the way. I don't know if you remember him. The Fearbold from the shop in Silver Lake.
Oh, that's right. I don't think I went there.
Oh, anyways, there's this Fearbold, and he's real nice. I got him the deer. Anyways.
Oh, that's who. I remember you doing that though.
So I can't cast Sending anymore today, but I was wondering because I'm getting quite nervous about these white cloaks and my family back home. I don't feel comfortable talking to my family quite at this moment. So if I showed myself to you as my mama, would you be able to try and communicate with her just to warn her of what the white cloaks? Is that too much to ask?
No. I think that would be okay.
Okay. Would you want me to do that now, or do you want to wait?
No, sure. No, that's fine.
I know I interrupted your breakfast. I'm so sorry. I've been awake for an hour or so now.
Oh, yeah, no, not at all.
Okay. So Kewen will disguise herself to make her look like her mama. So she looks kind of just like herself, just older. Like 400 years older. So wrinkly skin, really long red hair, just wise and amazing. It's her mama. So she's just gonna, turn around so you can get a really good look.
Does anybody else see this?
No, we're in private. We're in private.
Okay,
Oh, you're in private. That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did forget that.
Okay.
My computer's being super slow. Can you read Sending to me real quick?
Yeah.
And while you guys are pulling that up, it's just really funny because both y'all's husbands are in chat. This isn't weird at all for me. Sorry, guys.
Kewen's not married.
I love the commitment, though. I love it. Oh, here we go.
The creature in which you are familiar. So.
Is there a save? I can't remember. No save, right?
Mm-mm.
No.
Yeah. So
it's just a 5%
yeah.
chance if they are on a different plane that it won't get to them.
But she
I
should
believe.
not be on a different plane.
Yeah.
But if she's dead,
She
you
should
can't
not
do
be
that
dead.
either.
She should not.
Damn you, Solo. Stop it.
It's only
Right.
been like a week since she's left.
That's it?
Yeah, I guess it's only been a week.
Yeah.
A long week.
Oh, man.
It's been a long week.
It's been months.
It's like the week almost lasted 2 months by now.
Right? All right.
Her name is Kewen. If that
I was hoping you were going to say that.
wow.
I thought you were going to be like, hey, I'm looking, are you Kewen's mom? And she'd be all confused. So.
Well, it's my mama. So she's not my mom. She's my. Well, she is my pa's ma. Does that make sense? I don't know how else to phrase it.
Yeah, so you have a separate name that you okay, never mind. There's Ma and then there's Mama. And Mama means
is her grandmother. Mama is her grandmother. Ma is her mother. This is
Have I told you guys how much I love this game?
all
Have I said-
Southern jerks, guys. It's easy peasy.
Okay. Okay, so what
Yeah.
what did you want me to tell her?
I just want you to warn her of the white cloaks and that they're taking people who can use magic. That's all I want you to tell her. I just want her to be aware. It's a very close spot.
Are the two of you alone, or are we all here?
No,
No, you guys are alone.
They're alone.
Okay, so just warn her that there's a group called the White Cloaks that are attacking magic users.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 So in my head, I reach out to this individual that I've seen.
And I
kind
still
of
look like her, so you can. Yeah.
meditate.
I
on
haven't.
your-
I haven't dropped it yet.
Okay. Ewan, this is your daughter's friend. Granddaughter's friend. She's safe. There's a group called the White Cloaks that are attacking magic users.
Be safe.
Be safe.
What does she refer to you as?
She would just refer to me as child or young one or something like that. Just yeah. Because Kiwin's not my name. I haven't been given a name, so.
Okay. What? Is my child okay? Is her brother with her? I don't know about these white cloaks. We are safe where we are. We always have been. Be safe.
I did get a reply. She said she asked if your brother was with you. And that she's okay, that they're safe where they are.
Okay. Thank you. One day I'll get up the courage to speak with them myself, but not yet.
I understand.
I'll drop the disguise so I look like myself again.
I haven't. I've been gone away from home for a few months now, and I haven't reached back out to my family either. I don't know if I will. I don't know if I should. I feel more like they might get in touch with me before. I don't know. But I hope we find your brother.
Me too. My family has lost their southern accent.
I started to, and I'm too tired. I didn't get to practice. I should have practiced.
It's okay.
Whale Kiwin. That might have been better. This is dumb because this is like we just started and I am beyond right now. But here we are.
Hey, Wicked Warrior.
Again, Kyriel, thank you so much. We should get back to breakfast though.
Yeah.
I'm sure Elfgon's eaten everything already.
Oh no. You left him out there?
I have some stuff in my chest if he has. I'll get you some food. Don't you worry.
Oh no, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm worried about everyone else
It
out
seems like
there.
there's a chair missing and he's just sitting there eating. I'm kidding.
So
He's rationing
Goat.
himself.
He's a goat.
Eclipse actually takes a little bit of extra time getting up this morning. He did not sleep very well last night at all as he lay awake in bed at night processing this concept of the temporary nature of death in this world.
Oh,
and he, when he finally does wake up the next morning, he takes his time to get ready in the morning, takes a look at his body and all the various scars that cover him all over the place, and feels on his ear where the pieces are missing, and just kind of continues processing this information. And is there any sort of like a mirror or reflective surface or anything like that in this room?
I would say yes. This is it's an interesting like sheet of metal that it resembles glass, but it isn't glass. But it is reflective enough. There you go. San Francisco. It's very similar to that, but you can actually see yourself in it.
There's no rest stops in San Francisco.
Oh, I thought you said bus stop. It's on the bus stops happen too.
He takes a moment and looks in the mirror, and kind of stopping really for the first time in a long while and realizing how much he no longer recognizes himself. And he thinks about his mother. He thinks about his father, his brother, and even more strongly so of his sister. Is it possible that perhaps one day our paths will cross again? And he gets himself dressed and makes his way down to breakfast.
Okay.
When Nafika wakes up, she probably woke up a bit before before Eclipse, and Tyvar is out. And she sort of looks at him and says, "No dreams again."
No dreams again.
I guess once I remembered, she didn't need to find a way in my head anymore.
Yeah. I'm not sure that's quite it, but there's a lot of questions that I believe you are seeking answers for.
Yeah. They tried casting Sending yesterday. And she starts thinking about this event with Tyvar, and just sort of what happened, how there wasn't a response.
What are you thinking?
I don't know, but I just feel like something's wrong.
I've had a few masters, companions in the past, and you are by far the most unique of all of them.
Mm-hmm. That's... What... So you... I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking, Tyvar. Why don't we just go get breakfast? And she just scoops him up and starts going out the door.
Okay.
And she's, oh wait, I need to change. Closes the door. And then changes. And then
so you eventually change and head out to the common area where Eclipse and Carrick and eventually Kyriel and Kiwin make it back out to the common room. Again, not downstairs, but in your actual common area upstairs is where everyone's eating breakfast and doing the morning stuff. Oh, this looks lovely. And he kind of jumps down and sits up and starts eating some things.
Have our
Carrick.
eaten as much as Elscon?
I do not believe so. No.
It's amazing how much Elscon eats.
This one is unaware of any creature in existence that eats as much as that little one.
Well, when you see as big as they get, you'll understand why.
Elscon, how can you eat that much?
I'm hungry, so I eat.
All the time!
Speaking of eating and drinking, Carrick, I thought I heard you come up rather late last night.
Indeed. Won a little bit of money.
Really? Did you meet any interesting townfolk, or
Nah.
did you get into any trouble?
Obviously, they were all losers.
The Dragonborn's up to his old tricks again.
14 gold pieces.
Impressive.
It was a good night.
What did you do to win the gold?
Well, let's see. There was a sort of dart game. Then there was this other thing that was like dice or something. You just rolled it and it told you what you won, but I've got the luck.
Did the Dragonborn happen to use their lucky dice?
Whatever would you be referring to?
This one just recalls how affectionate some of our folk were with their lucky dice.
No lucky dice for me. They're just my dice.
It's like mine, right?
Someone knows about those lucky dice. I swear. It's like glued to the mat, and he's like, "Look, I rolled a 20," and it's like just always a 20.
He's just rolling a different dice to make the sound.
Yep.
We
Spoken
know.
like a third DM.
Oh man, look at that! Oh Jesus, 320s. What?
No. Yeah, I'm just kidding.
My
Like,
favorite is
no.
if you never look at the die and you just go,
No,
"What?
see,
Oh my
it's
God,
glued. It's
what's happening?"
I didn't even pull my dice out.
Real.
What the? Oh,
Motion
Oh.
sickness.
oh, I'm
There it is.
Jeez, you're drawing a grid.
It was a 19 and a 20.
Goodness.
Look at that. That's silly.
Loaded.
This is why you don't give the DM luck and info.
Yeah, he's already got it with
He
his loaded
doesn't need
dice.
it. He doesn't need it.
Mm-mm.
Is the goblin still nearby?
Well, we're in our room.
Oh, I thought we were having breakfast. Oh, that's right. That's
In
right. We're
our
upstairs, aren't
private
we?
church space.
In our
common
private
room.
area.
That's right. That's right. I forgot about that.
The VIP.
We're in the common
Where-
room, Ron.
Where did these food come from?
I don't know. It was here when I got here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, you too? You were here before me.
Go on a limb and say a kitchen, a chef, a waiter.
Is Chills around?
He's down by the stairs.
Oh, he's not in the room.
No, he's there's to give you a full picture is when you climb up to the stairs, there are like 3 rooms in that first hallway, and they're all singles. So he's staying in that first room, but he sits outside of his room by the doorway.
Okay.
And then you go further down the hallway, and then there is like the congregation of your 5 rooms in the common area. So each of your 5 rooms do have a separate door.
And the other
that goes
direction
out.
is the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Given the precarious nature of events that took place upon this party's arrival, Eclipse is going to be thorough with checking the food for anything suspect.
Elscon and Kiwin have been eating this food.
It's true. I think we probably were all the last one to get here, right?
Eclipse is watching Kiwin and Escon very closely.
It would be too late.
Okay, yeah, but still.
Yeah. So you inspect it, and it does seem like it's on the level. No one's being poisoned today. But you do kind of poke out of the what's a good idea? Poke your head out of the common area down the hall, and you do see Kavuk over down the hallway. just sitting there, kind of, contemplating his life choices.
Does he have a bag of bait?
Wondering why he is babysitting this group of weirdos.
Very important people. Very important detectives. Good buddies.
The good buddy detective agency.
That was a perfect time for my camera to go out of focus. That was very expressive of that moment.
Yep.
Mr. Chills, was it?
Yes.
Chilling.
I noticed your teeth. That's not common, I thought, to your race. Is it? I've never seen.
Fucking racist.
Not traditionally, no. My mother was an orc. My father was a Goliath. I am actually an Orciath.
Oh. I've never met one like you before.
Most people
I've
don't.
I had a protector once. He was an orc.
So he's smaller than, yes?
But it's still quite large.
That was perfect torque right there, by the way.
He was smaller than, right?
Yes.
Give us that beautiful bass.
Did you all enjoying the food that they brought up?
Oh yes. Did you was it one of the people from downstairs?
Well, they brought it up here for me to take care to you. I did check it for any sort of shenanigans, but it should be safe.
Do you want some?
Guys in a throuple now.
If the little one Elskin hasn't eaten it all. I know, that sounds like if there's any left, I don't know.
I appreciate it. We'll get my brother out here to keep an eye on the hallway. Now, come over there and get some food. Thank you.
No,
and he bangs on the door. Noble, wake up! And then he walks over to the door and
I love it.
and you see another Goliath who's probably about 2 inches shorter than him.
Randy is like 6'7". He's so weird.
That's the irony of this. Now Chills is solid.
Enjoy it while you can, Cody.
Is it my turn already? I thought it. Yeah, whatever, brother. And he sits down. But yes, Kev does follow you into the room.
Okay.
Good morning, all. Hope you enjoyed your rest. I did call to my brother to help keep, watch when I am resting and vice versa. Hope that's okay. If you don't mind, this one has been so gracious enough to ask me to join you.
So have you lived here long?
Well, my brother and we've been here since, I believe when the winter started, so about 3 years. We came up here from Saros. We were doing some trading in Taidayan, and we came up here to hunt some wild game. And we got fucking stuck here. But look forward to the times when we can see the sun again.
I know. How do people live without the sun? It's terrible.
I don't know.
It is strange waking up so dark.
It is, yes.
Admittedly, even this one misses it somewhat.
Whatever. Doesn't matter if you don't go outside.
Well, it That's true.
Speaking of which, what do we have planned for today?
There was that possibility of some need of assistance from who was
Glim?
it? Yes, this Glim.
I can't remember where that person was supposed to be.
General store?
That sounds correct.
That does ring a bell. I suppose we could always show up at Gwendolyn's. If you like.
We do have this handy map in our gear right now.
Well, we could talk to Jalel. What's her name?
Jalel.
Jalel?
Gelatinous? What?
See if she knows what's going on with this blank parchment, right?
Oh, and I suppose
She can point us in the right direction to figure out what this says.
and we could probably ask
Yes.
Noble or Chills or Cedric about this Glim person. They might know something about
Oh, well, Chills, you're right here. Do you know Glim?
In the general store, yes. You can, by all means, you can call me by my first name if you wish. It's Kevk.
What
My
was
brother is
that?
Kev, or Kek. It's pronounced Kevk, but some people have problems with it.
Kevk.
Kev.
Kev.
Kevk. It's really hard to say.
That's really fast. I'm thinking, Kef.
Yes.
K1 is confused.
Kevk.
Kevk.
Yep,
Oh,
there
Yep,
it is.
it's
Well played.
easy with the teeth.
Yeah.
Kev.
Kev. But Kev Wilkes.
Kev.
My brother is Ty, or Tydek is his name. But yes, I'm familiar with Glim. He's a little shit, but he runs a tight shop.
He is a little shit. Why?
Thank you. I was thinking the same thing.
Well, he really has a problem with anyone who's taller than him, which is everyone. He tends to try to charge people over prices, but
How tall is he?
3 feet maybe.
Oh, is
He doesn't even make it to my knee.
a
3
goblin?
feet?
Is
Right.
this another goblin?
That is short.
He's a gnome.
No.
And
What is that?
what is this gnome?
Take it you all aren't from around here, are you?
No.
What gives you that impression?
We're from Hylac, actually.
Hylac, what the fuck are you doing all the way out here?
It's an excellent question. We'd also
are
like to
trying-
know.
Find that out.
Yeah.
Well, if you all find a way to get the hell out of this ice fuckhole shit place, I would be happy to follow you anywhere.
Which
Do you even know what I said?
I just know it's not right.
Really? Do you?
Oh my
Was
God.
what did you? A fuckhole shit place? I believe is what you just said.
Well,
It's a very
It's one of those times when I start speaking and literally my brain just stops. And then it picks back up.
I will say that my pawpaw, bless his heart, he's dead now. he had a very bad potty mouth, and yeah, my mom was not happy with it.
Well,
There are
Stay here
greater
for
things to
3
concern
years.
oneself with.
they're all, yes. Stay here for 3 years and not see the sun and see how you talk.
I am not happy about not seeing the sun, but
But for
But propriety.
yes, I will do my best to watch my language. But if
thank you.
honestly, if you all find a way to leave here, please take us with you. I
Happy
do
to
not
take
want to be here any
hap-
longer than I have to.
happy to take you along,
Where are
but
you from?
manners.
Well, my brother and I are just from wherever we are. We tend to travel from city to city, so we don't.
You're
really
like
have
the
a home.
hound in the mountain. Oh my god, I love it. Okay, sorry.
Yes, but we're a little bit more kinder to one
Abraham.
another, I believe.
It seems like they've got a good relationship going.
Yeah, I don't believe I stuck his face in a fire, but there's always time. And then we can die really, really lamely at the end of an awesome TV show. People can be really pissed off. Yes, fuck you, Game of Thrones. Fuck you. Yes, essentially we don't have any family. It's just the two of us. We take jobs when we can. We protect people as we can and continue on.
You have us now.
I don't
I
have
have
any.
you.
Don't have any family either that I know of. I don't think I do.
I have lots of family. You're welcome to join.
Y'all aren't actually family then.
Well, I mean, of the heart.
Well, they might.
We're just a bunch of misfits all stuck together.
We kind of just met one another not too long ago, and we're kind of on the same path. And then we got portaled here out of nowhere, and so now all each other has.
Nafiko slings her arm around Eclipse, and she's sort of like, I mean, but look at us, like, you couldn't think we were siblings.
I mean,
well,
you two have the same eyes.
You got fur, both of you.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I mean,
Wouldn't you think?
Yeah,
I guess
y'all do have the same eyes. That is weird. And I actually don't. No offense, Nafiko. I actually don't know. What are you?
Well, that's a great question. I'm a person. Definitely a person. I was created.
Oh.
I don't know with what exactly, but seems like animals, probably.
So hang on. You're created, and he kind of pokes you a little bit. But
okay.
you're sorry. You aren't easy there, kitty.
Don't be rude.
Oh my god!
He just hissed at me.
Well,
He hissed at me.
yes, I know, but let's de-escalate
Yes.
the situation. Everybody's friends here.
Well, that's interesting. You said you were created, and I knew some Warforged creatures in the past. They were machines, though. They had like some sort of magical soul, but you seem like you're a real person. Huh.
Thanks. I think I've never heard. Have I heard of a Warforged?
Do a history check.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
Apologies, Eclipse.
-1.
Meant no offense.
That's a 4.
Inspo to Nafiko. You said a 4?
Yes.
Yeah, you've never heard of a Warforged.
Eclipse and
curious.
Nafiko have been
You're curious
through
now.
much. This one does not take kindly to those who question them.
Well, the questioning is really just from a mere curiosity. I'm familiar with most of the races in Ukodor. I've seen a lot of crazy things, my brother even more. But I've never seen a person like you. You're very unique.
Well, Tyvar says he's never met anyone like me, and he's like 4,000 years old, so I guess maybe I'm the first of my kind.
You are very strange. You all are very strange. But happy to be at your side when you need me.
I'm gonna ask Elscon a question. Elscon, how old are you?
Well, that's a great question. Once I hit puberty, I will be able to recall some of my older memories, but I've been reborn, so it's a little different. And apparently this is how I'm talking now, so we're going with it.
And when do you hit puberty?
Maybe a week or so.
What?
Wow.
He's
You
got it
know,
down
you
to
just
he
know
knows the
that?
exact
That is
week
strangely
that I-
specific.
Elscott, I'm so
Who
concerned.
has their puberty on a clock like that? Oh, you know
How-
what? This is
Oh,
about
look at
time
that,
for
I'm
puberty.
about
Yep.
puberty.
I feel it coming.
Push the puberty button.
Uh,
Boop. Okay.
how accelerated is your growth cycle? Like,
I'll be damned. This is gonna be
well,
painful.
I mean, Tyvar can attest to this as well. Companions, if we do die and we are brought back, we do grow rather quickly, which is why I'm hungry all the time. To get closer to our normal self, because right now I'm a part of a companion. I'm not even a full companion yet, but yeah.
How
Maybe
big,
extra tail.
Elscott? How big do you reckon you'll get?
Well, I don't know if I'll get as big as the natural versions of Yetis, but I'll get relatively close. Yeah.
Well, I've never seen a full-grown Yeti. Well, I guess I saw that one that was getting eaten, but
Yeah, that was terrible. I would say a regular Yeti gets about 25, 30 feet tall. I'll probably get maybe 10 to 15, maybe.
oh, that's much larger than myself. That's okay.
Garrick, that's even bigger than you.
How much are you gonna eat when you get that big, Elscott?
Well, I guess we'll find out.
I will always have food on hand. Don't you worry.
On Puberteenth, you'll find out.
A week from now is.
well, so that'll be like April, right?
This lodging arrangement has turned out more and more beneficial by the minute.
A week from now is the new moon. No, the
Is
day
it?
after the new moon. The day after the new moon. It's the next day now. It's the 24th.
Yep. So that'd be the 3rd.
Yeah.
Cool. Trying to keep calendars. The 3rd of Nuaga. Let's make things difficult.
Saga?
All right.
So, where should be the first stop?
Jalel or Glim?
Also, oh, sorry, point of order. During this whole conversation, because now he's visible, Kev is just staring at this Yeti who is having a conversation with you all. Just very, confused.
Kev, have you not met Elscott? This is my best friend.
No, I have not met your
That's the way she
your
introduced
Yeti friend.
Well, he's my best friend.
Excuse me, your best friend.
I mean, everyone here is my best friend, to be honest. But
Mm-hmm.
I do have a special connection with Elscott.
Very well. Interesting.
Elscott,
Well,
meet Kev, meet Elscott. He eats a lot. He's gonna hit puberty in about a week. Yeah.
interesting. Well, it was nice conversating with all of you. If you have any questions for myself or my brother, please let me know. Garrick, you want a drink? I'll head down and get some ale. All right. I will see you all later.
The morning time.
There's breakfast ale.
Is there breakfast hot chocolate?
Good morning.
That's what I want to know.
I'm sure there is. We're all like weird royalty around here right now. So
Is it really hard to get? Would we be
I'm sure
posing
you'll
for
find-
getting it?
I'm sure you'll find. But I will see you all later. Yes. And he just kind of awkwardly backs up, turns, and then walks away. Then heads down. And he waves back.
Nafako wants hot
Cute.
chocolate.
I mean, it was very, very good.
Yeah.
Can we request that they bring hot chocolate to us every morning? Because that would be lovely.
Oh, we were going to ask Kev about that, weren't we? About the food.
Well, I think Kyriel asked, and I don't know if she told us, but...
No. I mean, the door was open when I was talking to him, so...
Well,
Keelan wasn't listening.
I might prefer something a little bit stronger. I might see if they have any hot brown morning potion.
What's that?
what is this?
I love it.
I get you.
What's the potion do, Kyriel?
It wakes you up, and it's warm and delicious, just like the hot chocolate.
I mean, I'm
And
already
it's,
awake.
Does it? Ooh. It tastes like the hot chocolate. It might
That
be
just
quite
sounds
tasty.
terrible. Hot brown morning potion. What did you say?
Yes, hot brown morning potion.
These hot chocolate was probably one of the most delicious things that Eclipse has tasted. If this morning potion is of similar flavor, perhaps may be worthwhile to try.
You remember what the flavor of those peppers did to your tongue?
Yes.
This does it, but for your brain.
How does the liquid get to the brain?
I don't think that's a good thing.
I don't know, you just drink it and there's like internal systems and then it just like zapped your brain and it's really awesome.
Well,
What is she, an anatomy student?
I mean, I'm a wizard. I'm the closest thing you
She's a
got.
wizard. She's pretty smart.
that sounds terrifying. However, this hot chocolate sounds delicious. This morning potion sounds unfamiliar but intriguing. Does Nafiko have a preference?
Well, I mean, if there's new experiences, I'm very open to trying new things.
Perhaps we ask, what was his, Clyde? Is that his name, Clyde?
Cedric.
Cedric! It's a C name, I can never remember it.
Cedric the
Perhaps-
Entertainer, the goblin.
Welcome to my brain, Eddie. Welcome to my brain.
Perhaps we
There's
ask
too
the-
many names.
Except in
Perhaps,
Ukodor, it's spelled with an S.
Yes. Perhaps we ask the goblin if they have any of these brown morning potion or these hot chocolates.
Well, let's stop standing around here and talking about it and just go do that.
Yes.
Are we?
And then,
Did we decide what shop we're going to first?
no.
Okay.
Whichever one has the hot brown morning potion.
Probably be the one you're in.
I think we were going to go Joelle first to see about the parchment, and then Glim.
The cranky gnome, who's mad about everyone being taller than him.
Mm-hmm. We will definitely be taller.
Oh,
If
for
only
sure.
there was a small, tiny, 1 foot tall frog with us.
Alscon, you want to go back in the necklace?
All right.
I just don't want anyone to hurt you. No one likes Yetis around here. I don't understand. I have not met a Yeti yet who has not been
Not meta Yeti yet.
met a
Got it.
Yeti yet.
I not met a Yeti yet.
That hasn't
So,
been, adorable and nice. So she'll put him back in the necklace.
so what's the verdict? Does the goblin have this hot brown morning potion?
So you guys head down, wave to Ty as you go down, and go talk to Cedric. Is that what the plan is?
Mhm.
My computer's being super slow. All right. So yeah, you head down
Priorities,
there,
priorities.
and Kev and Carrick. Oh god, another fucking K name. Kev and Carrick are sitting at the tavern, drinking some breakfast ale. Cedric is sitting there on the other side with them, just talking about nonsense. Cedric is, as you guys get down there, Cedric's like, so, Carrick, how did you win so much last night? That's not his voice. How did you win so much last night?
Look, I mean, who am I to argue with the gods? Clearly, the dice favor me.
That's
Well,
interesting. Yeah.
and my aim's not that bad on darts. What do
It
you
was
want?
good. Yeah, it was good. Mm-hmm. Oh, here comes your friends. Hello.
Good morning.
Good
Did
morning.
Did Eclipse overhear any of that?
Probably not. He would have
Okay.
stopped talking as you guys saw you coming down the stairs. It was pretty far away.
Okay.
What can I do for you?
Cedric, do you have any hot brown morning potion? You know the liquid that they make from the beans.
Who told you about that?
Well, we grew some on the island that I'm from.
You did what?
I am so intrigued on what this is.
Y'all can't speak about this to anyone, all right?
And he kind of reaches in the back, and there's this weird like metal tin device. There's there's like steam coming off of it, and he's just looking at all of you. And he looks like what he does is he looks like he's pouring like chocolate in like a container, and then he's pouring hot water on the chocolate. Is what it looks like chocolate beans, not chocolate pure, because they look very similar, cocoa beans and coffee beans. So he does that, and for a little bit, then he ends up kind of pouring into little cups. Takes a good amount of time, and then ends up handing 5 very small cups of morning dark liquid stuff.
If anybody else drinks this and they want some, I'll have to sell it. I don't have that much to sell, but I will give you all a little bit. As
This
long as
is
you keep your...
Tiniest cup I've ever seen.
Don't give it to Elscott.
No,
You don't need to drink that much.
He's in the necklace right now.
He's in the what?
What?
What? All right.
Don't worry about it, Cedric.
Nope.
I'm gonna sip it and I'm gonna roll a d20 to see if Quinn likes it.
Yeah, I was actually gonna do the same.
Do the same thing.
Oh no.
Oh
Somebody hates you.
What is this? Cedric, no, thank you.
He's,
I hand the cup back.
No, it's not. Well,
No, thank you.
it's an acquired taste.
Can I have some hot chocolate?
Sure.
It's really good if you pour it into the hot chocolate.
It's unpleasant at first, but it
No.
grows on you.
You know,
It does.
I've never done that.
And he takes Keewin's cup and pours it into his hot chocolate, and he drinks it.
Well,
Shit must be like a moss. It
The
grows.
Ukodorian mocha was born.
Is
Ukamoka.
Ukamoka.
Good. I like it.
Sounds like a
there
jam.
more of these hot chocolates?
sure. We're just gonna sit here and drink hot chocolate and espresso all day.
Non-fat with whip, 3 pumps.
The
Chicken millennials.
You know, I would be happy as a clam if y'all just open up a coffee shop and the fridge expands and just, you know.
realms of Ukodor has turned into friends.
Mm-hmm.
Happily ever.
And
Chocolate.
based off of that dice roll, if Eclipse gets the hot chocolate and puts the brown morning potion in the hot chocolate, he is going to love it, and he is going to be bouncing off the walls.
Oh,
Yeah, for someone who's never had caffeine. hmm
Awesome. Sweet.
And this is strong coffee. There's like no filter or anything. It's like super strong. It's good.
That's why you did a little espresso cup.
sounds
Yeah.
sounds like a Turkish coffee.
Mm-hmm.
This was incredibly
know.
delicious.
I know a lot about coffee, guys. I was a certified coffee master, so
There you go.
And yet Keewin hates it.
Yeah.
and
You know-
hates it.
You know, I kind of want to make this like an item, so you drink it and you get like the haste spell cast on you or something.
There is an item I made in my
And then you had the crash.
It's a
And then
ring
you crash, yeah.
elemental of coffee or coffee
Oh my
elemental
God.
ring. Yeah.
Coffee elemental.
ring, coffee elemental ring,
Oh,
comes
God.
out from the book, and it comes out and it says, "Drink me, I'm delicious."
This was incredibly delicious and a wonderful idea. Now, where is it that we're supposed to be going?
Sorry. Okay.
Are you okay, Eclipse?
Yes, fine. Why?
Kevka's just laughing.
I think we're going to Jalel's. Yes, we're going to Jalel's. Nafiko's been like slowly sipping this. She's like skeptical, but she's finishing it. Perhaps getting a bit amped up herself.
Wonderful. We should be on our way. And I'm going to imagine that Eclipse gets there probably about a good 10 minutes before everyone else.
Eclipse!
If
Eclipse has the zoomies.
if he has to, he'll use feline agility to get there. But either way, you know.
He has the zoomies.
It's legitimately like, what was that, over the hedge when the
squirrel
drank caffeine? He was like, eye just twitches. Everything just stops. It's like Quicksilver in Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
He's just like running around. And everything's like slow.
I love it.
All right.
He also has this
So Eclipse
incredibly
just takes
disturbing grin just on his face.
That wasn't.
And you didn't even use the wand. So he takes off. You all head towards Jalel.
Yeah.
Okay. So you head in there. She is, sitting around. That was a weird noise. So she is just kind of setting up her shop. It's still, fairly early in the morning. You can hear the cold wind outside kind of. Oh my god. It's amazing.
She's like pawing at the door. Are you open?
What is going? Okay. Eddie, can you hear sound effects? Because my thing's being weird right now.
Oh yeah, it's a
You can
little
hear
quiet,
wind?
but I hear wind. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you do hear the wind from the outside, and things are being whatever. But she is in there, and she sees you all, and hello. What can I do for you all? Welcome back.
I'm gonna bring out Elscon so he's not always in the necklace.
Okay. Oh, hello. Has she seen him? I can't remember.
She has. She gave us the necklaces, or she
That's right.
she sold us, or gave us. I don't know.
It's been a really long week, y'all. Okay, so welcome back. He's getting much larger.
Is he larger than he was last time? I can't tell because I've seen him so much.
He's about 6 inches.
At least he's
taller
much
than
larger.
I'm sorry. It was his
Eclipse.
first.
Is your friend all right?
I don't think he is.
He had a sort of a wake up potion. It was his first time.
It was disgusting.
Did he drink the whole thing?
He did on his first.
Oh no!
time.
You see like evil in her eyes as she smiles at you.
Oh, it runs in the family.
This is the magic shop, right?
Yeah.
The one where you were poking things.
Uh huh.
Jalel Owens.
Eclipse is definitely going around poking things again.
Sure.
A lot more enthusiastically than the previous time.
Of course.
Oh.
So, what brings you into my store? Please don't do. Oh, all right. What brings you here today?
Well, you know the murders that were happening around town?
Yes.
Well, we found out sort of who was doing it. It was this creature. It looks kind of elvish, but cold and pale.
Cool.
Very cold. Colder than you would think.
She looks very concerned, actually, when you say that.
We didn't get
I
a name.
almost died.
Were
Wait,
his eyes blue?
Yeah.
Well, like not his irises were brown, but the white parts were blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you killed him? You're
Yep.
sure?
Believe so. Yeah.
Gwendolyn seemed to agree that he was dead.
She was there.
She was there.
Yeah.
He almost killed her.
Also,
Almost
she
killed
told
me
us
Yes.
the
Your
stuff.
history.
your
And who
history.
she is.
We know that she's super old, and so are you.
I would keep your voices down.
Sorry.
That is interesting.
I know.
I'm curious why
Discretion is a
she.
good idea.
I'm curious why she didn't use discretion with new faces. No offense. Interesting.
Well,
Well,
I'm
we
trying
did
to
save her
tell that-
life.
And
Yes.
well, she tried to lie to us, but I saw right through it.
Did you know?
Oh, I did.
You are sharp as your friend right now. Interesting. Well, all right.
You're like Shatter from Hellraiser.
This is almost as bad as River Break when Alicia had the baby app, and her face looked like a little baby the whole time. It was
It's
ridiculous.
so great.
Like if you haven't seen it, go watch the VOD. She legitimately had a baby. She was really trying to be a halfling the whole show, and it was terrifying as you look at her.
And then she
Especially when
turned
she
into
would, like, yell.
pterodactyl, and then she was like, it was
Yeah.
It was even worse. It was even
It was
worse.
a lot. Anyway,
So awesome.
So what can I do for you then?
Well, on that creature's body, we found this, and I will present her the little parchment.
And she grabs it and she looks at it, and you see like a little flicker in her eyes, and she's like, "Oh, interesting. Looks like moon runes were used for this. Where did you find it?
It was on his body.
Yes.
Well, and she hands it back to you. Keep that safe. Actually, 1 second." And she kind of reaches into the back, and she kind of pulls out this little box. It's probably about this big, and it looks almost kind of metallic on the outside. And she opens it up and hands it to you. If I were you, I would place it in here. This is a lead box. If someone is looking for that note, they will not be able to find it as long as it stays in that box.
Oh.
Should I leave it with you?
I would feel actually more safe if I left it with you. Given my history and all.
You don't suppose that they'd be after you as well?
No. Unlike my counterpart, I was a little bit more smart with the deceptions and going along and getting along before I got my way, essentially. Things went south quickly, though, after she left. But no, I do not believe I have a mark on my head. But that being said, I would feel safer if it was with someone else, an unknown, essentially.
Is this?
I'm just wondering because we were told that wizards were immortal, which is crazy. I thought my family lived a long time, about 500 years, and that is. Whew. How do you handle like? So if you had family who weren't wizards, they just die before you, and you never see them again.
Yes.
Do you have any family? I wouldn't know what to do without my family. I'm trying to look for my brother, and it's.
You know, I did have family a long time ago. One was killed, and I lost connection with the other one. But there was some a long time ago as well. It's been some time. I'm sure I do somewhere, but I've been focused very much so on my day-to-day here. Don't really have much time to have wandering thoughts like that.
It's so lonely.
And are you and Gwendolyn a couple? Or just really good friends? I mean, you've been together for so long.
We have been together for a very long time. We were very close before she was pushed out. Both had feelings for one another, but didn't realize it in the time until I came to her aid. And those feelings were made public. So, yes, we have been partners for a very long time.
Well,
So
that
from-
is just the cutest thing ever.
So from the bottom of my heart, I do appreciate you keeping her alive.
It's nice to have someone.
It is. Especially when you live as long as we do.
And there's no need to worry. Discretion is some of our specialty. Some of us are still learning.
Yes, I can tell.
What?
But my intuition tells me that you came to me for other reasons, perhaps items, but give you more information on that letter. The only person that I know that can read moon runes, and the only place that you could really read them would be in Northfell. Most of the sky is very cloudy, even in the evenings. But on a full moon in Northfell,
Terrible.
it does. We get glimpses of the moon during a full moon, and because of our location here, we don't see it. The mountains and some of the other cloud cover prohibit that. But Northfell, being as north as it is, away from all of civilization, essentially, you do get a glimpse of the moon. But you would have to speak with Kayana there. She lives and breathes in the temple of Pyriel, unfortunately. She's the only person that I know that can read those runes.
How long do you reckon it would take us to get there?
If you left by foot, day and a half to Andoria, and then another half day today to Northfell. The road is pretty treacherous once you leave Andoria, though. It's not an easy walk. You can't take any axe beaks or dog sleds or anything. They won't go that north. Those creatures are terrified of it. So you have to make that trek by foot, unfortunately.
Given the nature of the legibility of this text, we may need to wait a moment anyways.
Yes, I believe the next full moon is in 2.5, 3 weeks from now, yes.
But good to
All right.
know.
Thank you so much for your help and for the box. How much do I owe you?
Oh, child, don't worry. It's on the house.
Oh, thank you.
You saved my beloved, and for that I am eternally grateful.
She was very close to being frozen to death.
Hmm.
And our friend here actually did.
Yeah, I was frozen, head to toe.
I
Very
don't
cool.
believe there is a creature on this planet that will be able to keep her quiet. So her will must be strong to fight off that cold.
So,
What?
I guess we're on our way to go see Glim. We've heard he's not very pleasant.
He can be a little ornery at sometimes. He's a short man complex. He's what it is.
That ought to be entertaining.
Well, Gwendolyn said that we might want to get some better equipment to exist in the cold. I don't know
Yes.
what we would need. If you have any suggestions, we have these furs.
Interesting. Let me try to see if I can find something for you. I mean, the furs do help. Don't get me wrong.
And we did
was
get
there anything
those
else?
warmth.
Yes. Was there anything else you were looking for specifically, though?
Any kind of potions that could help defend us from cold, other than these warmth potions that you?
Unfortunately, that was all of my stock. I do have What could I give you? It's just so.
Meta, I would love Boots of the Winterlands.
Oh yes. That is a good idea. I was looking at some of my stock. See if I have anything like that.
That's
there.
just
Is
meta.
there
Keyword would never know what that is.
Right. Anything specific? I may have some other cloaks and things that might assist you. But my mind is just drawing a blank right now, so I'm looking through my books.
What would be
Better than my owlbear? I don't know.
What would be recommended to ensure that we could traverse this environment?
You said information. Well, you could potentially get some crampons or snowshoes. Crampons, if you're not familiar with them, they help you with walking in ice. They are spiked things you put on your boots. Snowshoes do help walk on top of the snow.
Oh, my friend here can walk on top of the snow. I'm pointing to Elscott.
You can, and he might be able to carry some of you in the future as well if he gets bigger.
Oh yeah, he said that he's gonna get real big. In about a week, he's gonna hit puberty.
Oh. Well, I do have 2 boots of the Winterlands, and I do have a wand of winter, actually, which won't really help you traverse it, but it does let you utilize the cold in your defense.
Well, how much are the boots?
For you all, because you ever so gracefully helped Gwendolyn, I'll give you the boots 100 gold pieces each.
All right, I'll take a pair.
The wand I'll do. We'll do 200 gold pieces for the wand.
Which boots are these again?
Boots of the Winterlands.
These do look very helpful.
Yeah, you won't need the crampons or snowshoes, and you'll be totally fine with cold.
I would like a pair of those boots.
Okay. Well, I only have 2. Glim may have more. I'm not sure. But yes, here are the 2 boots. Whoever wants those.
I got
a question, perhaps.
Yeah.
Maybe someone purveyor of goods of these sorts could answer. This one came across these in their travels and is curious if perhaps this would be of use in this environment. And he holds up his ring of water walking.
She takes a few moments and looks at it. Is anyone else wanting anything? She's gonna kind of look at it and then talk to you all. And it's an interesting thing
I have a question for her. So
when she grabs it and she starts kind of looking at it, you see that her form kind of splits. So there's a version of her who's looking at the ring and casting Identify, and then there's a version of her immediately identical, and she's looking at you. Yes, darling, you had a question.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull out the Sentinel shield that she found a while ago, and her other shield that she uses. That's her brother's. I found this shield, and I know that it's magical.
Yeah.
But I have this shield, which is very important to me. Is there a way that we can put this magic on here? Is that I don't know.
It is a thing. It would take me a couple hours to do that. Lucky for you, I learned many different enchantments while at school and post-school. Yes, I could do that for you. And she grabs both shields, and it's really surreal as she does it. She grabs both shields, and a version of her steps behind herself and turns and walks to the back room with the 2 shields, and she's still standing there.
What in the world is happening? You keep splitting into multiples.
Yes, this one is having a very difficult time keeping track.
How do you think that I am so productive?
Well, Well,
But
you're
how-
4,000 years old. I just assumed you took your time and did the work.
Of course. But one person to do that same disenchantment and re-enchantment would take someone probably a week. I will do it in a few hours because multiple versions of myself will continue to assist one another.
This is
How-
very confusing.
How do you do that?
How much do I owe you for that?
That one's in the house.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Well, thank you.
So you took a boot, Nafako. You took a boot, Kiwin.
Yes.
She's identifying your ring, Eclipse.
Mm-hmm.
She's switching the things over.
Did you
What
have...
was I going to say? Yes.
Oh, I was... Kyriel, did you get your... You had some stuff you were trying to identify before, right? That stuff... Did that stuff get identified? I feel like there was some
Nightcrest.
questions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, are you muted?
I think you're muted.
You're silenced.
Who is?
Who cast
Kyriel.
some-
Of the lambs. The black sand. I left.
Oh,
I was
that's
supposed to
right.
pick it back up.
That's
Yeah.
right.
But everything else is all shiny.
Yeah, the essence of Jadobi Lich is safe and sound in Nightcrest.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oi.
Boy, indeed.
Jadobi
just-
would have been much more.
Did anybody want the Wand of Winter?
Not yet.
Never used one.
You should. It helps.
What is this Wand of Winter?
It lets you cast certain ice and winter spells. Kind of helps you manipulate the area around you in your advantage.
Oh, I can do stuff like that. I was studying
The
graviturgy.
wand would help.
Oh, yes.
Well, she's a
She brings-
wizard too, so she's gonna be alive
She will.
in like a million years.
Unless I die.
Yes, she
Well,
is.
I'll bring it back. You ain't
What,
gonna die on my watch.
You have very good friends. Keep them close. She brings out 2 more rings and sets them on the table. I do have 2 rings of warmth. It will help you against cold damage. If this is an interest to you.
Oh, I think these boots are making me feel pretty warm.
They do make you feel pretty warm, but if someone attacks you with any sort of cold magic,
Yeah,
the
the
boots don't
boots.
protect you from it.
The boots make you resistant to cold damage.
They
And
do.
this
Yeah.
does what again?
This does the same thing. It's just a ring.
Yeah, it
Not
does
boot.
say that.
Boots of
How much?
Winterlands.
Well, I didn't know that.
I mean, it is an attunement.
Carrick
Yes.
snagged one of the rings.
Yep.
Okay.
How much?
60 gold pieces each. I don't know what I just said. Each.
H.
Ouch.
H.
Did,
For the,
Hey, you ever want to say an H? Well, don't.
for the
Did-
rings.
Yes.
Did Kyriel take a ring?
Carrick did.
Carrick did, I know.
I didn't.
Does the magician need anything else for warmth?
I have a few potions.
Perhaps the ring might be useful for this one, then.
Well, now, I don't want to throw things out of order here, but Carrick, you do have that box. Too.
Yeah.
I'm just saying we have 4 items. We have with that box and these 2 rings and these pairs of boots, there are 5 total items that help stave off the cold. So some distribution of those items so that each of us have
Oh,
one.
I'm sure if we come
okay. I'm not sure what you're telling me, Nafiko, but does someone need this?
Well, maybe. I mean, maybe the general store will have one more magic item, then we can each have one.
If the Dragonborn keeps the ring, Eclipse has been very fascinated by this box.
Oh, really? See, the problem with the box is you have to hold it.
No, you can keep it in your pocket. I did modify it.
Oh, well, fine. Take the fucking ring. I don't care.
Then the Eclipse would like the box, please.
Oh wait, now hold on. I never knew the box was on the line.
Well, the box is one of the
He's
magic
a cat.
items.
He's a cat, and it's a box. Come on.
This is interesting.
Fine, here.
Oh
Thank you,
my
Karen.
God.
You're very generous.
The Dragonborn is most generous.
Mm.
So what, now
Eclipse.
Eric has the ring and Kyriel has a ring?
Yeah.
Mhm.
60.
Carrick, you want me to add the item, or do you want to do it?
You go ahead and do it.
Eddie, if you look it up, it's just a black thermal cube.
Okay. Did she have anything to say on the ring?
Yes. This is a ring of water walking. Ice and snow is made of water. So you would walk on top of the snow as if you weighed nothing, or ice for that matter. Which comes in handy if you are walking across a very thin lake or ravine and the ice breaks. You will not fall to your death, which is handy.
Yes, he's beneficial in more than one way. Especially since this one prefers to have access to their feet.
I thought you were going to say avoid water.
That too. The boots are not as comfortable.
Yes. Carrick, I have added the item. You just have to refresh.
Okay.
Okay.
I added mine.
So
We have matching rings.
well, the version of herself that was helping with the identified what goes to the back, and starts to do the enchantment stuff. Is there anything else I can do for you then?
Not for me, I guess. I'll see you later, though, to pick up my shield.
Sounds good. All right. Well, have a wonderful day. And
Thanks.
she turns and
Thank
walks
you.
back and starts helping with the thing.
Elskon, I'm gonna have to put you back in the necklace. I'm sorry.
So you guys head
Glim.
you head towards the general store. This is the Broken Duck. And inside is Glim, who is, I feel like some of you went in there before, but I can't remember. Interesting looking little gnome guy. He is maybe 2 feet 6 inches. White beard, kind of long and pointy, wearing like blue, like a blue robish thing, and the bottom part is brown. Hello.
Hello.
Well, you're almighty tall. What can I do for you?
And you're pretty short.
But
Very.
you look
Eyes have to
very
do with
strong.
anything.
What's that?
What size got to do with it? We're tall, you're short, whatever.
You look very strong, though.
Oh. Okay.
If they prefer, we can come down to their level. And Eclipse gets on all fours.
I'm not sure
sorry.
what he's doing, but
Well,
what can I do for you?
we are with Lady Godfrey, and I pull out my coin and show him. She told us that you might be needed assistance.
Why does she always put her nose in my affairs?
I don't know. We're new in town, as you know.
You've seen the nose, right?
What gave it away?
What gave it away?
That you're new in town.
I mean, that you've never seen us before, and apparently everybody knows everybody, because it's a small town. I mean, it's a big town, but... I mean...
Like I said in the beginning, did you all want something?
We want to help you.
With what?
Also, do you have any...
Whatever you need help with.
Nah, forget this guy. I walk out.
Well, if you don't... I'm sorry. Perhaps we were misinformed.
If you don't need our help.
I guess we need to buy some snowshoes.
Glim. Can I call you Glim? That's your name, right?
Glim, yes.
If you need some assistance with anything, we're here to help.
Wonderful. I need people to buy stuff for my store.
Well...
So, do you need like a marketing campaign? Is that the kind of assistance that... Like, you need us to go around and tell people to come to your store? Do you think that's what Gwendolyn was talking around?
No, you're all standing here in the store and you came here to buy stuff, but you're not buying stuff.
We came here to help you.
Oh, it's not the show. We need to get worked up, Q, and it's okay. Perhaps Gwendolyn just had a mistake.
She's having a meltdown. He's running around on all fours. I'm not sure what's going on right now.
We're very,
Special?
Yes, very unique. As everyone keeps telling me. I think that applies to us as a group.
One could say this. They also say that this group is good at assisting where assistance is required, and it's been informed to us that perhaps assistance is required.
I'm gonna give him a gold. Like, here's some money for you. Do you need any help? We just want to help you.
You all are very confusing. Do you realize that this is a general store? You come here to buy things, right? I help you with the products that you need.
Gwendolyn said that you might need help.
Like...
Do you have
those people around town that died?
Yeah. People die every day.
Well, we took care
Every
of
day?
those, the person who was killing those people.
Well, so it needed to be done. So, yeah.
Do you know somebody that's died? And you
No.
need to know why?
No.
Well, do you happen to have crampons or snowshoes?
Of course I do, yes. Crampons are about 2 gold pieces a piece. Snowshoes about the same. How many pairs would you like?
I think those two need them, and she points at Kyriel and Carrick.
Oh, I could just fly.
Oh, do you have just indefinite flight?
I don't think they're gonna work.
Why not?
Have you? You not seen my... Never mind.
You don't...
Well, he's got claws. Maybe those aren't his natural crampons.
He doesn't really wear boots. He's got like dragon feet, so like...
It's
Well,
okay. The
Grandpa-
Dragonborn can borrow some of Eclipse's rope, and perhaps we can fashion something.
I mean, the
You
snowshoes...
are all very, very unique. Yes, that's a good word that you used. I have crampons and snowshoes built for Dragonborn. You're not the first one that's been here.
All right.
5 gold pieces, and I'll give you the 2 pairs.
Glim, I just feel like you could be a little bit nicer to people, and maybe they'll buy from you more.
I could. I'm also the only general store here, so they don't have a fucking choice.
I think, Carrick, I think I met the first person I don't like.
Really? Huh. Thought he was all right.
I don't like it.
But what about the necromancer? We didn't like him.
I don't I didn't know him though. I didn't talk to him. I don't.
She kills people she doesn't like.
He doesn't need our help. We buy our items and we're out of here. Come on.
So, but just for sake of curiosity, why do you think Gwendolyn told us to come talk to you?
Well, I have some supplies I need to get to my brother, but...
Well, that's help! Glim?
That's a job. I don't need help. I'm fine.
Oh.
Are you looking for work? That's what you were looking for?
Yes. We would like to be paid in exchange for our services.
Oh,
right,
but why didn't you say that from the beginning?
I don't want to be paid, but if you need to, I suppose.
Please forgive the young one. They still have many things to learn of the world. Eclipse says, even though he is probably younger than she is.
Well,
and yet it is true. She has more to learn of the world.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Well, yes, actually, my brother is, his name is Clark.
Is he
Clark
not
Niggle. Maybe? I can't remember.
I'm sure he is. I can't imagine someone being ruder than you.
Well, you know, I'm an acquired taste, maybe. But, you know, it's specific questions. You came in and asked if I needed help. I didn't need help. I need people to buy stuff, and no one's buying stuff.
Clearly.
I didn't know you wanted a job.
Especially considering the fact that the deal that was offered was 1 gold more than what the individual pair of shoes was going for.
I'm not sure what you're referring to.
Each pair was 2 gold. 2 pair was 5.
Was it now? What did I charge?
5.
Oh, well. I'm pretty sure I said it was 5 gold for 2 pair, yeah?
It was this one's memory that it was 2 gold for 1 pair.
See, that hot brown morning potion does zap your brain.
Hot brown what? Well, you know what? Here, I'll give you all a discount because you were talking about this and you're talking about potentially taking a job, which would assist me, my brother. So here, I'll give you a gold piece back. You keep, darling, here, you keep this gold piece you were trying to give me.
No,
and he kind of he slides it back.
What are you? But darling, you're gonna drop darling at me? You don't even know me. This is
you, that doesn't stop you from calling.
I'm very confused about your range of emotions you have going on here right now, but
I'm confused too. I've never experienced this before.
Oh my God.
You are very unsettling.
Didn't the other
Come on, kid,
kobold
let's
call her
go.
darling?
I mean,
but
yeah.
she
Just throws an arm under each like shoulder and like starts pulling her out.
Yeah, but she
well,
doesn't
so
want it.
my brother Clark Ningle is his name. He lives in the far north. If you head down the path to Andoria and then pass through Northfall, he is a day or 2 north of that. He lives in a cabin out by there by himself. I don't know why. He just does. I'll give you 200 gold pieces right now. And he'll give you 200 gold pieces when you drop off these goods. And he kind of grabs the 2 bundles of things that are kind of wrapped up with cloth and the rope around it, and he puts 2 bundles on the table. Simple. You just bring this stuff to my brother, and we'll be square.
Can you show us on this map where he is?
And he does. And I will screenshot that later.
How big are these parcels that were being given?
How big?
Yeah.
Like this.
Would they fit in the bag of holding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Nice. I mean, he's a gnome,
Would it
so...
be possible
What's that
to...
supposed to mean?
I didn't say that out loud. That was a meta question.
She's telling Tyvar.
Would it be possible for us to know what it is that we are transporting?
Would it be possible for you to know what?
What we are transporting?
Oh, it's food. It's supplies.
He's out there by his fucking self because he's stupid.
Why do you gotta use such foul language?
I'm not sure. Should I not say stupid?
Well, no, but that F word is foul.
That's an F word too. Are you not supposed to say that word either?
The other F word.
I believe you said fucking.
Not to go.
He seemed like to not understand what he said, so I wanted him to know. But that was the word that was upsetting you.
That word. My gosh.
Sailors
you are
like that word.
very unique. Yes, you are. Very, very unique.
Unique buddies.
We are happy to be of service, and your goods will arrive at their destination safely.
Well, I'm not sure I believe you, but good luck.
You're paying us a lot for not believing us.
Well, if you don't get there, you don't get the other half. It's an investment. My pain in the ass brother is worth it.
It must be nice having siblings, although sad that they're far away.
I may have missed it throughout the chaos of what just happened, but did he actually... He said he was in a cabin dare to north of Northfall, right?
No, Adari. What?
No, so he said go past Adaria, and go to Northfell, and then north of that. I just posted a picture in Discord with the
Got
circle.
it. I just want to make sure that we actually got the destination. Cool. Okay.
Yes, he points on the map where he's supposed to be.
So that's like, am I understanding that this is near where Gwendolyn was telling us about? She said that something
Yeah,
about
it was near Northfall too, I think.
No, she said the north side of the island, so it's on that same coast technically, but it's way north. Yeah.
Okay.
So
that's about 2 days. That's about 2 days north of Northfell.
You don't think we'll have to climb any, do you? Like, we wouldn't need any of those sticks that you stick into the wall to climb
Pythons?
up
No.
walls? Oh,
No.
okay.
This one may have some equipment that could help with that if necessary.
Okay.
Never mind. The Pythons are gone. Oh, I do still have Pythons. Okay. For some reason, I remembered using one at one point, but
You can never remember if it's Pythons or Pitons or whatever. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase?
Do you have any peppers?
Peppers.
Mm-hmm.
Food?
Or
Yes.
No.
chocolate.
Chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
How fancy of a place do you think this is?
It's a general goods store.
Yeah, I don't have chocolate, sorry.
I mean, the tavern has it, so has to get it
Tavern has
somewhere.
what?
What?
That low-life son of a... Is there anything else you need? I have to go visit my friend Cedric.
What?
Agree?
No, I don't think. No.
Why are you angry?
Why am I angry?
Yeah.
That little shit owes me chocolate.
Is there still any in Eclipse's fur from him drinking his?
I feel like he would have been pretty thorough.
You really need to just
He doesn't notice.
not speak so vulgar.
I literally don't have time for you right now. I apologize. I must be leaving. If you all are not buying anything else, thank you for your business. Thank you for taking this job. I need to close shop for a few minutes.
Yeah,
Please vacate
we're
my premises.
happy to help. I was going to apologize, but I don't know if I can yet.
Apologize for what? You're not helping me. You're helping my brother. So he'll appreciate your help.
Is helping your kin not helping you?
No. It would help me not to waste 200 gold pieces in product, sending it halfway around a damn frigid expanse.
So it is helping
someone. Well, no, it's not. What? Get out of my shop! I'll show you guys out of the shop.
This tiny gnome pushing these 6 foot, 7 foot
I'm not going. I'm not going.
Well,
I
Taliban.
wanted to apologize for how I acted.
How did you act?
Well, I've never never been so riled up in my life.
Tall one.
Apparently you haven't lived then.
Constitution saving throw, Kiwin.
Oh
Me?
my god.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Oh, actually, is it
Okay,
Constitution?
okay,
Or was
okay.
it- No, Charisma saving throw. Sorry.
That makes more sense.
Yeah,
Charisma
sorry.
saving throw,
Yeah.
unnatural 20, dirty 20.
Luck point.
You're making me re-roll? Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I literally rolled the same, dirty 20.
Okay.
darn.
Tall one. Sometimes it's best to choose our battles.
He's already walked out, and he's and he's just stomping through the
And
snow.
I am walking with my Glenn. I'm trying to apologize.
He's out of focus. He's gone. He's
He's like not even there.
That's perfect.
uh,
Oh my gosh.
Kiwin.
Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay, Kiwin. This person just clearly doesn't. He's just weird, really. He doesn't make much sense.
I've never not liked someone so quickly in my entire life.
Unfortunately, there are some people in this world that one is not going to like.
One time when I was a kid, I got chased by an alligator. And I talked to him afterwards, and we had a great time.
Is this
This is a real story.
Is this a Diane story or is this a Kiwin story?
Both.
Of course it is.
Both.
Because you are a Florida girl.
I am.
Oh my gosh.
Floridian.
So as you all are kind of standing in the doorway of this shop.
Well, I mean, I was following him, so I'm like in the street now.
Got it. So you're following him towards the tavern.
Well, I stopped to talk to Nafako. but-
Got it. So you guys are outside of his shop in the direction of the tavern,
Sure.
waiting for your shield to be combined and
Yeah.
re-enchanted.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna call it for tonight.
Such
So thank you all so much for all of the luck and inspo. We didn't get to use all of it, but we did use a lot of it. Thank you guys for the support. This is day one of Ukodor Con. Please continue to spread the word about all this silly nonsense that we're doing. Tomorrow morning is the first community game. I am running a community game. This will not be streamed. I apologize, but our first event tomorrow is crafting the better story. No, that's not right.
Yeah, crafting stories at 2.
2 o'clock. Yeah. So
Pacific time.
2 p.m. Pacific tomorrow. We are doing crafting compelling stories. It'll be myself, Ronan, Taryn, Renee, and I believe that's it. Yeah. We'll be doing that panel for about an hour or so. That one might actually go long because our next event isn't until 6 p.m. Pacific. Anne, who played Denahi, is doing a one-shot, so you guys get to watch her do that. Eric, yeah, you're in that, right?
Erickson.
Come see Bo.
Amazing.
I love the characters. That's gonna be so awesome.
Yes. So tomorrow's panel might be a little longer. It's scheduled for an hour, but if we get a lot of turnout and we get a lot of good questions, we might keep going. And compelling stories is a long conversation, so we might go long. And followed it up the next morning, which is Friday morning, Villains of Ukodor, which I am so not ready for, is at 8 a.m. and then continuing on to all the other cool things. So we do have all of those award. The Dorkies are available in the Dorkies chat channel. Go in, try to only vote for one thing in each category. Otherwise, it just kind of mucks everything up. But go ahead and vote for your favorite of each of the categories. If there were any really cool clips, which there were, or puns, which there were today, please clip and pun that. Throw those in the GIF and clip contest chat, and we'll add that to the mix. Awesome playing with you all, as always. Sorry, Kiwin. I fucking love this game.
That's okay. Kiwin has been on a roller coaster of emotions today.
Yes.
Certainly.
So, to continue the Fable 42 Ukodor Con, Ukodorks, keeping the dork theme going, D&D, we're going to go ahead and raid Dork Tales, because why not? They're playing D&D. So go ahead and spread the Fable 42 love. Tell them about Ukodor Con. If you like what you see, give them a follow. Blow that chat up. Let's continue to grow this community, help grow other communities, and we will see you guys tomorrow.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Yeah, I'm gonna go swim in money.